thing is, I didn't have money on it. In fact, I even said to Lori about the 15th inning, I said, I could end this game right now. I'll live bet one team. The other team's going to win. I could end it right now. I stayed up for that whole thing. Shohei Ohtani put on a clinic. We're witnessing in two sports, Victor Wembanyama and Shohei Ohtani. I don't know what you can do. These are like once in a lifetime athletes who are just marvels at what they do. And I don't know if what you can do, or I mean,
appreciate it.
The Blue Jays did what they could do, which was walk him every time he came up after he had already hit ding dongs and doubles, and but that's no fun either. No. And hopefully, if you're a team, you can put the opposing team in a situation that they can't do that, which is what happened towards the end. But man, a clinic, the Kansas City Chiefs. They're still very good. I don't know if people had written them off. I think I may have written them off, but they are still very good, and they are not ready to hand the AFC to a different program at this point.
The NFL,
man.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. And tonight you've got Heat and Panthers. We're going to get headlines from Solana here in a second. Heat and Panthers tonight. I mean, there's action. I don't know if I'm watching this Montas Buzelis, man. The Bulls are 3-0. Are you believing in them, Solana? They could be a surprise team in the East.
The Bulls?
The Bulls.
No.
You are not believing in them.
No, the Bulls will not be a Eastern Conference contender.
Interesting. At 3-0, you're willing to go on the record and say it.
I am willing to stake my entire radio career on this take. The Chicago Bulls will not be a true Eastern Conference contender.
All right. I guess you haven't watched.
But yesterday, after 3 games, you gave Solana hell about the Heat's new offense.
Mm-hmm.
But after 3 games, you can say the Bulls can win a championship?
I didn't give him hell about the new offense. I said that, hey, it's 3 games. Let's slow our roll. All I asked was, it's a fair question. Are the Bulls contenders? They're 3-0. Very balanced team. Montas Buzelis is doing his thing.
You can't just yell Montas Buzelis.
Kevin Huerter does his thing. Vucevic is having a season. This team, man. You know why I like watching the Bulls? I mean, obviously, my son roots for them, and I grew up in Chicago, so I have an affinity. This Stacey King as the game analyst, like we've played some of his stuff before, he's just entertaining. I almost feel like I'm listening to a radio show because he has our sensibilities, Stacey King. So everything is like a bit to him, and I enjoy watching them. But regardless, you've got Heat tonight and Panthers tonight. And all of a sudden, it's going to be Thursday night, and the Dolphins are right back at it. Ooh. This time, the Ravens. Sports Talk on WQAM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Josh Appel will join us today. Aronde Gadsden will join us today. Danny Cannell will join us today. And I wonder, we're 1 week away from the NFL trade deadline. I wonder if Dolphins fans are ready for what's in store after Thursday night's game.
Nothing.
I don't think nothing is in store.
What, we're sellers?
Well, we ain't buyers.
I don't think so, Hoch.
I absolutely think so. I don't think they're going to get fooled by last game or whatever happens Thursday night. I think ears are open, even when they're saying they're not. Mm-hmm. Ears are open for Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane, Chubb, Phillips. Go down the line. I think ears will be open.
I don't think they're big sellers where they're trying to reload and get draft picks and all that stuff. I think they're going to move. I really believe they're moving on from McDaniel. I don't know if they're getting rid of Greer. These are Greer's guys. I don't know. I just think there's so much indecision. I don't think they're going to be big sellers.
I think if they're not getting rid of both of them, they'd be more apt to get rid of Greer than McDaniel at this point.
McDaniel got to go. So both has to.
Gut instinct.
Let me present to you guys a scenario. Go back to 2021. I brought it up yesterday a little bit, but I did the research now, a.k.a. I have the schedule in front of me. The last time the Dolphins played Baltimore on Thursday night, prior to that game, short week, they had played Houston. They entered that game 1-7 against Houston. They beat Houston. Jacoby Brissett started the game. So now they're 2-7. Short week. They play Thursday night against Lamar Jackson. Coming home, they beat Baltimore. Tua finishes that game because Jacoby went out with an injury early in the second quarter. That's 2 straight wins, and they go on to win 7 straight games. They get to 8-7, and then Tua has the worst game ever until the Browns game, which was in Tennessee, and that kind of knocked them out of the playoffs, but they end up winning the next one. They finish 9-8. Hoch, if they win Thursday night, there's going to be remnants of that season.
I don't think so.
In the Miami Dolphins
There's only so many times you can get fooled. There's only so many times where you say, "Oh, I think they've turned the corner." I just don't see it. We'll talk about it today. I want to talk about it with a bunch of people. We've got Heat tickets once again to give away. Heat tickets, Heat and Blazers, November 8th. We've got a pair every day this week, so keep listening. Quick look at the headlines with Solana, brought to you by Darrell Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Darrell Hyundai or DarrellHyundai.com.
Tua says he likes the visor. The guys like the visor, so he said, I think I'm going to stick with the visor.
All right.
For his pink eye.
Stick with anything that works. You know what I mean? I'm all about sports superstitions. Stick with anything that works.
Comfort level. I'm not a superstitious guy, but if it makes you feel better, wear it, son. Don't throw no more interceptions.
So more pink eye then.
Sure. Go get pink eye. Do whatever.
Dirty sheets.
Dirty pillows.
I thought it had to do with, sexual ambiguity.
Sexual ambiguity?
Is that what it's called?
No. Do you know what sexual ambiguity is?
No, what does that mean? When I thought pink eye was like a STD when I was younger.
No.
I thought it was now it's just dirty face, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's, anyone who has pink eye, if he really had pink eye, because he was rubbing on his face and then he's dapping up teammates and whatever. If he really had pink eye, half that team has pink eye.
Yeah, because I know it's contagious. I just thought I thought it was contagious from doing something nasty. Like face, why would you have your face be that close to another face?
Right, but you're not suggesting that you would get it from someone's genitals.
Well, I don't know. I thought.
You didn't think it through, did you?
I really didn't.
Sexual ambiguity does sound better.
Sure.
Ambiguity.
Right, but
ambiguity.
It's ambiguity.
Yeah, you just, you're getting after it, and it's just, questionable pieces that you're around. Your face is different places.
Interesting.
Saw a lot of people saying that, by the way. Tua touching his eye, then touching the pigskin, and throwing the pigskin, perhaps could be some cross-contamination issues. But I don't know. Has anybody checked the science on whether or not things can be passed along
if you
via...
say buy pigskin, I'm going to jump on you because it's way too many pigskins. like, just call it a football. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing here.
Well, I don't know. Can the Duke spread germs? Has anybody checked into this?
All right. Anything else in the headlines? We don't even know he had pink eye. We just know his eye was swollen.
Hoch, he had pink eye.
Could have gotten popped in the eye.
By who?
There was talk after that press conference, right? People were saying, hey, he'd have to see me at the logo.
Well, one of them guys caught him in the elevator. Hey, missing the team meeting, huh? Too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's your schedule. By the way,
you can shorten two.
Two. Yeah, you call him two.
My dad used to do that. He shortened a 2-syllable name.
Right. Anything that he'd shorten any name.
My wife, Asia. Easy. It's 3 letters. Hey, Asia. That was the funniest thing to me.
The Chiefs beat the Commanders and they covered. Easiest bet in the world.
Yeah. So last night I had Buzelis over 16.5 points, ends with 16, and missed a layup in the second quarter that got me hot. And I knew it was going to come back to haunt me, and it did. But I had a bigger bet on the Chiefs -10. Remember, we had talked about it yesterday, and I'm like, seems like a lot, but also I don't see how Marcus Mariota and the Commanders can overcome 10. It also seems a lot that way. And so I actually had a plus night by just a hair, but that the Buzelis over was, man, that was rough.
And that was a perfect game last night when we talk about halftime adjustments that the Dolphins win games without scoring in the third quarter. The Chiefs have scored 6 of their opening drives out of 8 in the first drive of the second half. Because it's Andy Reid and Spagnuolo going back, and then they choked out the Commanders after half. Good coaches go and do something during the half and figure it out. And that was, I think, Not saying we don't have good coaches, but they're not as good as the Chiefs coaching staff.
How much do you think this Shohei game-worn jersey is worth now?
Millions.
You see this thing?
At what age did he wear that, Huck?
What do you mean?
That was for you baseball?
How much do you think this is worth now?
I didn't even know what game it was worn in.
Yeah, game worn.
They're using Majestic jerseys still in the pros.
Yeah. I think this one got mistagged, which may make it more valuable.
Can you explain the situation where you purchase a knockoff iron-on Dodgers jersey?
Oh, this ain't a knockoff or an iron-on. Man, I won't sit here and take that from you.
This is yarn wrapped around.
This is game worn.
Where did you purchase that from?
Game worn. I got it from Little League. This was David's Little League team. This jersey is David was on the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, his son, had been on Little League 10 years prior, and my brother had this Dodgers jersey because he was coaching them. So this jersey is probably 35 years old. Game worn.
And it keeps making the moves from house to house.
Oh, my God. That's a great jersey.
That jersey's terrible.
After yesterday, this thing's got to be worth several thousand, no? Game worn Shohei? What?
That jersey is bad.
What are you talking about? Oh, you didn't stay up then last night, obviously.
Man.
Yeah.
What was it, 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock.
That's crazy.
3 o'clock. It was. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Well, when you call it a great game, I mean, it really wasn't. 9 scoreless innings after the 9th. That sounds like misery to me.
It was a chess match.
It was really, I'm telling you, like you wanted it to be over because you wanted to go to sleep, but it was a great game.
If that is game 37 of the regular season, you hate it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. No. With the stakes that were on the line, like it was crazy.
Yep.
It was crazy. And to have Shohei have done what he did in the first game, even because it was a 2-game game, it was ridiculous. It was remarkable. That whole thing was remarkable. I'm telling you, the sports equinox delivered last night.
I've seen it in Little League, but it's cool to see when a whole baseball organization, billion-dollar organization, just says send him to first.
Yeah, we can't stop him. We don't know what else to do.
Yeah, don't even throw the ball in his vicinity. Just walk him on down.
And they kind of walked him on pitches in his final at bat. Pitched around him.
Threw so far outside,
Crazy.
almost hit the manager.
So they have to play again tonight?
Tonight.
17 hours.
Lori said to me this morning, she goes, are they going to postpone the game tonight? I go, what? It's a World Series game. What are you talking about?
You fellas get one more day. We good.
She's like, but aren't they tired? I go, what? I'm going to work. They can go to work.
The second home run he hit, where it was like high up inside in the zone, he doesn't even get good contact on it.
That's the thing. It's like, that's why you have to walk him. He's Wemby. You saw Wemby, the 360 layup? Like, it's just silly stuff. That's impossible to stop. That's hard to stop on a 5'9" guy. Make that guy 7'6" doing 360. You don't even know what you forget what basket you're shooting at. Like you're seeing alien life form. You don't know how to react to that.
All right. Well, tonight, game 4.
And then you got Buzelis. Easy layup. He's missing it. Cost me $75.
Buzelis is not Wemby. Huh?
Man. Well, he's as close in the NBA as there is. He's like the Eastern Conference Wemby.
He's East Wemby. Huh?
Yeah.
Tonight, game 4, 8 p.m. Dodgers lead the series 2-1, I think. They won last night, the Dodgers?
Yeah. Wild, man.
So the Panthers play the Ducks, as Hoch mentioned, 7 p.m. It's all part of the Frozen Frenzy tonight, which Jimmy has been talking to me about for the past week. I don't know why. All 32 teams play staggered start times in the National Hockey League.
He's calling it the hockey equinox. I say the equinox for Pell. Pell's coming on next. Yeah.
Oh, it's a Wombo.
A Wombo.
Wombo. Yeah. Y'all taught me that.
Yeah.
Heat play the Hornets tonight, 7:30. Hornets are 2-1. The Heat are 2-1. Terry Rozier not with the team. Nothing's changed there. Norman Powell's questionable. Simone Fontecchio is now probable. And the other big news in the NFL, the Saints, they're benching Spencer Rattler. They're 1-7. They're going to start the number 40 overall pick out of Louisville, Tyler Shuck.
He went high, right?
Number 40.
He was like a surprise early quarterback pick, no?
Well, he got
remember.
attention going over Shador.
Right. Like
He
we
was
were
on that
expecting,
list,
okay, if you're taking a quarterback at this point, it's going to be Shador, and then all of a sudden Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
All right, guys, your weather it's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. I sent you guys a text message a few minutes ago. Hurricane Melissa made landfall as the strongest landfalling hurricane in Atlantic history. So prayers out to the entire island of Jamaica.
Yeah, for real. I think anyone in Florida probably has a tie or an experience somewhere to Jamaica. I'm sure we've all been there or have friends who have lived there. And this thing is an enormous storm, powerful, like he said. It's scary to see what that island is going to look like after it passes through.
And we go to Jamaica for Christmas every other year. It's the infrastructure and things. We need to really help them after this thing passes
For
over.
real. I saw a push notification from USA Today, if I still have it up, but it said essentially total structural failure is likely, according to the National Hurricane Center. That is island-wide, total structural failure. So thoughts and prayers for real. They are in our thoughts and prayers. We're going to talk some football with Josh Appel in the next segment. He's going to be on the call for Packers Panthers. And that game Sunday will be on this radio station. You can listen to our friend Josh Appel on this radio station on Sunday.
That has to be a huge line.
Now, speaking of pink eye, are you looking to get nailed? Because they have
you get pink eye.
yeah.
Jimbo.
Jimmy's a sniper lately. He is a sniper. I'm talking about shingles, crowd. I'm talking about Perfect Choice Roofing. Yeah, you took it all wrong. Listen, our friend Party Peter were here last week from Perfect Choice Roofing. We had a great time speaking with him and the entire team. Listen, if you have a roof and you're going to need to repair it or replace it, my guy, Party Peter at Perfect Choice Roofing has you covered. Just remember the website, roofhotline.com. Perfect Choice Roofing. They offer instant range estimating. You can get a price range of your roof within 30 seconds and see different roof options at the same time. All you have to do is visit roofhotline.com. Hopefully you don't need an entire new roof, but if you do, they've got you covered. Maybe you just need some repairs. You know, if you're a homeowner, you have a couple shingles that are bad or a little leak that's starting. That can become a major, major problem. You want to take care of it in its infancy. Don't let it become that major problem. So go to roofhotline.com and start the process of getting it fixed right now. Party Peter and roofhotline.com have you covered. There is no job they can't do. You're looking for a reliable company. They offer the best manufacturer warranties, like a 30-year warranty. Contact Perfect Choice Roofing at roofhotline.com. Again, whether it's an entire new roof or just a repair, Party Peter and Perfect Choice Roofing have you covered. Visit that website right now. It's roofhotline.com.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Everything that comes out of my mouth is generally wrong. Josh Appel is joining us on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Before we talk football, I remind you the best place to get geared up with Canes or Dolphins merch is Caneswear in Davie or online at caneswear.com. Josh Appel, our friend, he is a national play-by-play broadcaster for the NFL on Sports USA. And this Sunday, as I mentioned, he's on the call, Carolina Panthers and Green Bay Packers, and you can hear that game right here on 104.3 FM WQAM. Josh is going to join us Thursday, by the way, at Funky Buddha. We're doing a watch party, quasi-watch party at Funky Buddha in Oakland Park. Josh is going to be there with me and Crowder and a bunch of others. We're going to watch Dolphins and Ravens. We invite everyone out to join us. Josh is actually going to be hosting Game Day Uncensored leading up to that with Solana. So how about that? He's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah, it's a bit too much of me on this station this week. Honestly.
He's muted.
Oh, I thought he was just whispering.
My mic was unmuted when I started.
We just can't hear him. Don't know what the problem is. Now we know what the problem was. Jimmy didn't have you.
It's so funny because Solana texted me. He's like, "Hey, make sure your mic's got the right connection. Make sure you're not muted." And I did all that, and we still screwed it up.
Well, and not only that, as I was talking about you coming on, I could see Solana making a million motions to get Crowder to put his own microphone on or for Jimmy to notice that Crowder's microphone wasn't on. And finally, Solana had to get on the microphone and talk in the talkback to tell Jimmy to turn Crowder's mic on. But Jimmy never turned your mic on.
Yes, I did.
Well, how come we couldn't hear him?
No. Not Appel. I'm talking about Crowder.
I know, but you didn't get the hand signals that Solana was trying to send you that his mic's not on. He had to talk to you in the talkback, right? For you to notice that his mic was off.
Yeah, but I had already turned on Crowder's mic.
Well, why was it off?
Because he probably turned it off.
You turned it off?
I ain't turning off a damn thing. Throw me under the bus because you don't know what to do with your buttons.
Unbelievable.
I saw
that all that going on. I was trying to just kind of move forward, and I saw he's trying to get Crowder's attention. He's trying to get Jimmy's nothing. There was nothing. And that microphone was not on, Jimmy, because he noticed the light. No, it wasn't. The light wasn't on. The light's not on, Jimmy.
I was just saying that there's way too much of me on this station this week.
Yeah,
between now, Thursday, Sunday. It's a bit much.
Yeah.
I mean, you, Appel.
Maybe we should reconsider Thursday, Game Day Uncensored. Maybe you just do it, Solana.
I can hang it.
Yeah,
I can handle it.
Yeah, you got that. So Josh, the Dolphins team we saw Sunday afternoon, that was clicking on all cylinders. Did it come together? Or were the Falcons just so bad and had such an off week? Like, I'm trying to figure out what I saw Sunday from the Dolphins.
I think that Dolphins performance is obviously closer to what we expected generally from them this year. Not that they're going to go out and win 34-10 every week, but something resembling that. Like, obviously, that's the best they've looked this season. It's a nice win. I don't know how much you could take away from it from a Dolphins perspective, other than it was a good performance. And in a 17-game season, you're likely going to have a few games where you look the way maybe that people thought going into the season. To me, in watching it back, the Dolphins clearly were like, all right, Kirk, you try and beat us, and we'll focus on everything else. And they were able to shut down Bijan Robinson. Obviously, no Drake London helped as well. Kirk Cousins is just an unplayable quarterback right now. He just is. And that played in the Dolphins' favor. This Falcons team is weird, right? They've got a couple of really good wins, including the game at home against Buffalo. But they also went on the road and got shut out, 30-0 by the Carolina Panthers earlier in the season. And now they have this performance against the Dolphins, who came in with only one victory. So I don't know what the NFC South is maybe the most bizarre division in football every year. The Bucs are obviously the best team in that division, but everybody always ends up finishing within a game or two of 9-8, and it comes down to the end. I think the Bucs are probably going to separate themselves from everybody else in that division, but it's just an NFC South thing. Those teams are weird, and I think the Dolphins ran into Atlanta with everything working against the Falcons, favoring the Dolphins, and the performance showed that.
And I'm with you defensively. I just call Kirk Cousins booty. There's no evaluation. He couldn't. He was sailing throws. He can't move like he should. He's retired, still getting a paycheck because they gave him all that damn money.
Yeah.
But offensively, I was kind of almost frustrated because the game plan was actually very intelligent. They were in I formation. They were running split zones, simple runs, setting up the play action, kind of what Tua thrives in. And it took you till week 8 to get back to that and not just go, 5 wide and do this shotgun stuff. Like, I don't know if I should be frustrated or happy that they finally are going back to what Tua thrives in.
Well, not only that, but they adjusted too and started using the extra offensive lineman Brunskill quite a bit, and that obviously really helped. There have been games over the course of Mike McDaniel's tenure with the Dolphins where they start the game off running the ball really well and just flat out abandon it. And to his credit, they stuck with it yesterday. I'm worried long-term about what's going to happen to Devon Achane because that dude feels like he touches the ball every other play, and that body's just going to get run down pretty quickly, it feels like, with the amount of touches he gets, not only in the backfield, but when they line him up at receiver as well. But yeah, this Dolphins team is capable of running the ball. Like, Aaron Brewer had a phenomenal game as well. And that's a signing that not many people talk about because it's not a sexy signing. Nobody cares about the center unless they're terrible. Aaron Brewer is a really good player in this offense. You got a good game from Savanaya at left guard too, probably his best performance of the season. I would hope that they will stick with what they were able to accomplish on Sunday in Atlanta, because as bad as the Falcons have looked on a couple of different occasions this year, that's still statistically been one of the best defenses in the NFL this year, and the Dolphins operated really, really well against it.
I think the question, I'm glad you brought up Brunskill, Appel, because I was reading in the Miami Herald, like the analysis of why it ended up working. And we know Tua's best when he's able to have the established run game, and then he can play in that play action, roll out of the pocket at times. We saw it on the Malik Washington touchdown. The question is, now that the Ravens can prepare for it, despite it being on a short week, will that work? What will they do now to try to counter the Dolphins having the 2 tight end set, whether or not Julian Hill's back? What happens when the other teams are prepared for it and Miami then is lacking a run game again? Now what? Are they still prepared for Tua to go out there on short rest and make plays? I don't know the answer to that.
Well, it was such an odd sight to me because the middle of the field has been taken away from this offense going back to last season. And the performance on Sunday in the passing game resembled everything that we saw in 2023 and in 2022 when things were really clicking. But I think with the way the Dolphins are able to run the football, it makes the defense have to respect another aspect of what this offense does. I would imagine they will try and run the ball again and go with a similar game plan against a Ravens defense that I don't think is as banged up as they were when I saw them a few weeks ago against the Texans. But even when they're healthy, it hasn't been that great of a defense. So I think it's another opportunity for the Dolphins to build on last week. I've seen more bad than good from this team this year, as we all have. And I'm not really sure how much we can take away from that Falcons game and say, yeah, this is going to continue. I don't know. But at the same time, I hate that we're doing this because I've come on here and just completely dogged them the entire year. They are, 3 stops away from being right in the thick of everything in the AFC?
Yeah. I mean, they were also a Jack Jones punch away from being winless. Like, I mean, you could play both sides on that.
No, definitely. I'm just saying. So I don't know what to make of this team. It's fitting that they are in some ways very predictable, also very unpredictable this year.
I had asked Crowder and Solana at the beginning of the show, like, is everyone prepared? 1 week from today is the NFL trade deadline. And I don't know what's going to happen Thursday night. My guess is it's not going to look like the Falcons game, but who knows? That was the Dolphins team I expected to see on a weekly basis. Are Dolphins fans ready for what the NFL trade deadline might bring? Are Dolphins fans ready to maybe move on from Devon Achane and Jalen Waddle? I mean, it could happen.
I think that they would have to have, for those two particular players, their socks knocked all the way off.
But it could happen. It could happen. I mean, if you're a team that's a running back away or a receiver away,
there could be teams that are desperate to fill those needs with those guys. I think it's way more likely that we see one, if not both, of the pass rushers, Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb, dealt. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Matthew Judon shipped out of here as well for whatever they can get for him.
Was he inactive or he just didn't play?
Inactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hasn't worked out, to say the least.
Shades of Jordan Poyer.
What?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the reality of what the position the Dolphins are in. And pass rush seems to be like the most popular position right now that teams are trying to address, whether it's because of injury or just flat out teams don't have the horses at those spots. And the Dolphins happen to have two of the better guys that'll be available on the market. Now, the other aspect to this is, I know you can't really think about it this way, but it's something that I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about. Chris Greer and his future. Like, this is the guy that's going to be making all these moves that's going to, put them in a position for this offseason moving forward. That's the awkward spot that they're in. You're not going to go and scout Lenora Sellers like they did a few weeks ago. You're not going to try and make these trades and quote unquote make the team better moving forward because you're currently in these positions right now. You have to do the job. But like the likelihood of them having the job after this season doesn't seem all that high. So that's an interesting aspect of the trade deadline coming up as well. You could have a lame duck front office that is trying to make these deals and swing these deals. I think that you'll see one or both of these pass rushers shipped out of here. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone calls on Minkah Fitzpatrick. I know they signed him they reworked that contract before the season, but I could see him being a name that gets moved as well. I'm disappointed I know it's difficult because it's a lot harder to get integrated into a new team in the middle of a season, but the hockey trade deadline, the baseball trade deadline, the NBA trade deadline, it's so much more active and it's so much different than the NFL. I wish the NFL had as active as a trade deadline as the other three major sports because it's one of the more entertaining couple of days every year.
And Josh, it's a conversation maybe after a 24-point beatdown to talk about moving the coach because I think he's still not going to be here in 2026. But if they were, like people were asking for them to get rid of McDaniel, Greer, both, is it better, like you're talking about at this time of year, if you're doing a trade deadline, just making decisions to have a lame duck head coach or an interim head coach to have moved on with nobody there or still have the guys in place that messed up your roster already?
I mean, right now, I don't think like the lame duck coach matters all that much. I think to Mike McDaniel's credit, I know Cleveland didn't necessarily look like that, but for the most part, they're still playing hard for him. Not that, they shouldn't because they've also got to extend and do what's best for them in their career selfishly. But you've seen teams, I mean, Crowder, you talk about the Cam Cameron season all the time about how everybody was tuning him out at the end. And I'm sure there's some of that in this Dolphins locker room, but I know Joe Rose was talking about it yesterday, I think, about how the performance on the field does not demonstrate a team that has tuned out their head coach or stopped playing for him or stopped giving effort. Like Cleveland, you could maybe question it, but even Buffalo, after the tough start to the season, they go in there and they lose by a score. Obviously, we know how the game ended. They're playing hard for Mike McDaniel still. I think Hockey might have said, do you think there's a better chance that McDaniel keeps his job versus Greer at the end of the year?
If it's a choice between the two, if only one can go.
See, you're already saddling a new head coach, hypothetically, to Tua Tagovailoa for at least another year if they can't move him. And now you're going to saddle a GM that's coming in new with the same head coach and the same quarterback. If you're going to make the move, you're going to let go of both guys.
No. But that was the conversation where Crowder said if one of the two is going,
I would
see McDaniel.
I think Mike McDaniel's going to be a really good offensive coordinator wherever he goes next.
Sure.
I really do.
John Michaels yesterday said he'll take him in a second to be the OC in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Hey, we're running out of time, Josh. What are we seeing with Shohei Ohtani? Is this a once in a lifetime baseball player?
Without question. 9 plate appearances last night, and he reaches base 9 times. The 4 walks, obviously, but like it's not like these little seeing eye singles, little Texas League, a teeter here and there. 2 home runs and 2 doubles from this guy. He's impossible to get out. Oh, and by the way, he's going to go throw 6 innings and give up less than 3 runs tonight and strike out everybody. It's
remarkable,
unbelievable.
right? It's
he
remarkable.
Is an alien.
So how do you stop him? Is it just walk him? That's it. You can't stop him as a pitcher. Obviously, you're going to have to face him. But as a hitter, you have to just walk him,
beam him.
Well, I mean, that's the same.
No. Teach him a lesson. Don't just walk him. Get his confidence up. Hit him in his thigh.
Yeah, I think that'll really help. Is making him a little more angry for the next time he comes to bat. Yeah. So the thing with the Dodgers is you walk Shohei Ohtani, you get him on base. Oh, here's the other 9-figure player they have right behind him, Mookie Betts. Good luck with that. Oh, you get Mookie Betts out. Oh, there's Freddie Freeman lurking in the background. Oh, who's hitting 6th in this order, 7th in this order? Teoscar Hernandez, another $100+ million player. And then if the guys at the bottom of the order, Kike Hernandez and Tommy Edman, these guys who are just regular major leaguers, good role players, think, all right, we got a little breather here. One of those guys gets on, the lineup turns over, and you're facing all the big guys again. It is impossible to beat this team.
How much do you think this Shohei game-worn jersey is worth after last night?
Wow. I would say at least, what's he making this year? I know it's all deferred.
Not that much, right? It's all deferred. I think he's only making $2 million this year, next year, and the following year.
I think that's a good number right there. I think that's worth $2
million. You want to make me an offer?
Will you give it to me?
No, I'll sell it to you for the $2 million that you just said. It's pretty cool, right? To have this.
Yeah, probably the only one, and then you're wearing it too.
Definitely one of the few.
He got it from last night.
Yeah. No, don't be silly. It's ridiculous. All right, Appel. Have a good call on. Well, actually, we'll see you Thursday at Funky Buddha, and hopefully everyone will come out and join us Thursday night. A little watch party. Have a good broadcast with Solana on Thursday. But again, you can hear Josh doing play-by-play Packers and Panthers Sunday. The game will air here on 104.3 FM WQAM. See you, Josh.
Adios, gentlemen.
There you go, Josh Appel. Everyone's invited to this party. You're invited Thursday night, but everyone's invited to this party. Doesn't matter who you are. Your name is on the list at Hard Rock Bets season-long celebration. Sign up today. Bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. A winning bet plus a boosted bankroll. That's how you get the party started at the Hard Rock Bet app. Thursday night football this week, Miami and Baltimore. Get in on the action on the Hard Rock Bet app. Headed to Jacksonville for the annual rivalry on Saturday. I see Crowder is wearing a Florida shirt right now. However you watch the action this weekend, make it count on the Hard Rock Bet app. Again, sign up, bet $5 on any college game. If it wins, you'll score $150 in bonus bets on top of your winnings. If you're more into the hardwood than the gridiron, shoot your shot at the NBA every night on Hard Rock Bet. And if you're late to the action, you can live bet the game as it's happening. Obviously, we've talked a lot of baseball. There's another one tonight. Get in on it on the Hard Rock Bet app. I'm telling you, more fun than you'll know what to have. Download the app right now. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Crowder. At 3 o'clock hour on the Hochman, Crowder, and Solana program. Barry Jackson posted, by the way, announcer assignments this week. We know Dolphins, Ravens Thursday night, Amazon Prime, and CBS 4 in Miami. You'll have Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, and the regular Amazon Prime crew. For Hurricanes SMU, which is noon on Saturday, it will be once again, just like it was for the Stanford game, Mark Jones, Roddy Jones, and that regular cast. And Barry Jackson says, so expect a lot more shout outs to Miami-Dade communities. I don't know if you watched Mark Jones loves, and he's a local guy, he loves to shout out local Miami communities. And it's just like a laundry list at some point in the game. It's like Coconut Grove. He goes through every Dayton Broward community. So expect more of that from Mark Jones. That is Saturday noon. And of course, you can hear the game here as well on 104.3 FM WQAM. So we do 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored. Game Day Uncensored, as we mentioned with Appel last segment, will be Thursday beginning at 4 p.m. on this radio station. 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored is brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions and 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. So ESPN did a list of the top 25 players who could be traded, who could be on the move before Tuesday's trade deadline. And it's in order of talent available, right?
Yes.
You want to guess who the number one they think available player will be? It's tough.
I'm terrible at this. We've done this before.
It's Trey Hendrickson of the Bengals.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's somebody with an expiring contract that the team might not bring. It's a lot of crap that goes
There's a
into
lot
it.
of crap that goes into it, especially if a team is no good and just needs to load up. But number two available talent, according to ESPN, someone they think might be traded.
Just because you said Devon so many times.
Jalen Phillips.
Jalen Waddle.
Really?
They have Jalen Waddle at number 2. They write, this is a similar situation to Hendrickson. The team does not plan to trade the player, but interest is there. It's like what I said. I mean, their ears are going to be open. While Miami could be tempted to trade players due to its record, Waddle is a building block on offense. He's due $36.1 million in cash over 2025-2026. Reasonable for a high-end receiver these days. Multiple league execs expect the Dolphins' no-trade stance to stand, barring a surprise.
Everything's for sale.
I mean, there's always, like, they put predicted chance of him getting traded 10%.
Yeah.
But you'd be crazy not to listen.
And the
right?
And the players won't be upset. You think Waddle's mad if a contending team trades for him?
No, I don't think he would be. No.
Even Jalen Phillips, even anybody we bring up, Bradley Chubb, the players are going to be, it's bad to say, they'll probably be excited because that means the team is making moves because they're doing well and think you can push them over the top.
Number 8 on the ESPN list is Jalen Phillips.
That one makes all the sense in the world to me. Unfortunately, we all love JP. Not that he's had the best year, but are you going to pay him next season? Like that conversation has to be coming up because you're entering another Christian Wilkins type situation where he's obviously going to garner a lot of interest. People are going to want to pay him money. He's going to want to get paid. And I don't know, 2 major injuries. Last 2 seasons hasn't been available. And if you are going into a reset or rebuild, whatever the hell you want to call it, I don't know. I don't think you
can make a case either way.
But either team, if it's on the Dolphins or on the team that trades for him, he's nowhere close to getting the Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, TJ Watt stuff because he can't stay healthy. So where does he land? Because they will get they're $40 million a year, those top 3, because they were racing for 41. I think TJ got 41 after Myles and Micah signed. Where does he go? What does he do? What are you getting for Jalen Phillips? I don't think you get a 1 for him. He's been hurt 2 years in a row.
They do not have Devon Achane on the ESPN list. So I'm guessing that means that they do not think he would be made available under any circumstance. They do have some interesting ones. They have Kirk Cousins at number 21. They have Russell Wilson at number 19. I mean, obviously the Giants would love to get rid of him. I don't know looking at what they said. Bengals had a clear opening 2 weeks ago, opted for Joe Flacco. Giants could slide Jameis Winston into the number 2 quarterback spot if they aggressively pursue a trade of Wilson. At this stage of Wilson's career, compensation would not be steep. His days as a productive starter appear to be over. He has a trade-friendly base salary of $2 million.
They can't just sit
But
around.
who the hell wants him?
That's what I'm saying. With Winston behind him, they got to move on. Why sit around with all 3 of those quarterbacks when Jackson Dart literally has to be hurt not to be the starter moving forward?
I'm just telling you, Dolphins fans, because we're coming off a win now, so it feels different. This conversation 1 week out from the trade deadline would feel totally different if you had just put up the Cleveland game than it does after the Atlanta game. I'm just saying, steel yourselves for something that may not feel good when you hear it.
Do you think they should move on from Achane or Waddle?
Not Achane. For me, Achane, man, that guy's he's the offense. Like, that's it.
And we talked about this before because we were talking about moving him. And you were like, hey, you're rebuilding your team. You start with a running back, which I'm with you. You got to have a quarterback. But you look at the top teams out there right now, bringing up the Lions and who else? The Eagles, the Packers. All of them have dog running backs. You got to have them. I don't know where you're comfortable prioritizing him in your pay scale, but you got to have a dog running back.
Yeah, because I had said that last week or 2 weeks ago where I said, hey, why not trade Devon Achane? I love Devon Achane. It's Achane or bust right now, but only from the standpoint of if you are going to rebuild your team, hey, Devon Achane's going to be up for a contract, whether next season or the following. Do you really want to pay a running back that much money when there's value in not paying a running back that much money and spreading out the cap?
Literally be stripping the cupboards bare.
Correct. Yeah. And Alf Arteaga, who does the 3 yards per carry podcast, I think is what it's called. He had tweeted me. He's like, what a dumb take, because now you're just trying to hope you find another Devon Achane,
right? Which
is true. Like, you're trading a guy that you love because you're saying, hey, we'll find another one. But what if you don't? Like, you have him here already.
The question is, how does it play out, right? So does Stephen Ross talk to someone who he respects football-wise and say, I'm probably going to make a change at the end of this season, barring something dramatic, I'm going to make a change. What would you suggest? And if the person he's speaking with says, tell Chris Grier, get rid of everyone. Good return, but Mr. Ross, you gotta build this thing from the bottom up. Whoever you're going to bring in. Listen, is it possible he's talking to a GM who he thinks is going to be the next GM? What would you do if I were to hire you? Would you like a whole bunch of draft picks, or would you like Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane as your starting points? Like, I don't think it can just be Chris Grier's decision. I think this comes from higher up, and the direction is given to him by Stephen Ross, because I think it would be folly the other way.
I hope it's been folly with these draft picks and these acquisitions. I hope Stephen Ross is looking for higher counsel. So even higher than Stephen Ross.
Right.
Yeah, well, let me go talk to somebody else football outside of this building. Devon Achane, you're not going to find another Devon Achane that easily.
Yeah.
Waddle is not a $30 million one.
But to be fair,
he's a $30 million two, and that's too much.
I did look up, to be fair, I looked up right now the highest paid wide receivers in the NFL. He's not in that range of Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, DK Metcalf. He's not. He's more in the T. Higgins, DJ Moore, Devontae Smith range, which I think is where he should be valued at. So whether or not the Dolphins gave him that money, he was going to get that money elsewhere from another team, because Crowder, I mean, that's where he falls, right? He's Deebo Samuel. He's Devontae Smith. Like, that's who he is.
The names you just said, T. Higgins, Devontae Smith, DJ Moore, they're better than Waddle.
But they're number 2 options. Very, very elite number 2 options. And, bro, Jalen Waddle has been balling, man. He had He had a bad game in
The Cleveland game was a bad game, but that was an outlier.
But we're not I don't think any of us are blaming it on Jalen
No,
Waddle.
no,
Tua said he couldn't see him.
Yeah.
He's too little.
Yeah. Wear
DJ
darker
Moore-
clothing. Do
DJ
something.
Moore is a big guy, too, and might be able to see his little helmet pop up.
Hoch, this all goes back to what you have been saying for 2 years, which is, are they close with the building blocks in place? Obviously, some guys go because you have to make smart moves and add capital for the upcoming couple drafts. But are they close with some of the building blocks? There's blueprints, the Commanders. We could go down the list of guys. They don't completely tank for 2-3 seasons like the Dolphins tried to do. They just change regimes. You bring in a new coach and you start filling in the gaps.
But you find that quarterback, which is what happened to Washington.
Right? Yes.
Like they found Jaden Daniels.
The Broncos too, right? The Broncos didn't tank for 2 seasons.
Bo Nix has been unbelievable.
No one thought Bo Nix was being able to score 30 points in a quarter.
No one.
But the team has been good, and they didn't gut it. They just made smart moves to build a better team. And now 2 seasons later, after getting blown out, giving up 70 points, they're going to be a playoff contender. I think that's the key here.
And it's the thing about to that, not the total tear down. We're just knocking the house down and restarting. The Broncos had a hell of a defense. They draft pass rusher. They have the best defensive player, Pat Surtain Jr. Like they had a good defense. They had to find an offensive threat and a quarterback. To our point about the Dolphins' identity, what are we set on and what are we rebuilding?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we know anymore because it seems to be a fluid situation.
We need some corners, Hawk. But what about the line?
Right.
Okay, let's get the line right. And now we can't cover anybody. There's just so many holes. What are we going to hold on to where it's not a total rebuild?
Let's do headlines with Solana, brought to you by Darrell Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Darrell Hyundai or DarrellHyundai.com.
There was a change in the NFL. Tyler Shuck will start over Spencer Rattler. That was the big QB news in the NFL today.
Rattler's bad.
Bad.
Goodness gracious.
Bad.
He was just slinging it to the other team.
The Saints stink, man.
Yeah.
Bad.
How about this? I know we talked about the Chiefs, but how about this stat that I heard on the broadcast yesterday? They beat the Commanders 28-7. There was a point where, I don't know if it was Kareem Hunt, maybe Rashee Rice, somebody fumbled the ball. They recovered it right away. And the broadcast said the Chiefs have fumbled 8 times this season. They've recovered all 8 fumbles. They're great. And I was marveling at how anytime they need a 3rd and short, 4th down conversion, they get it like every time. But also the bounces tend to bounce their way.
It's nice when things go your way. That's when you know you're in store for a good season that lasts, when everything just seems to go your way.
All right, your local schedule. The Heat play the Hornets tonight at the Kaseya Center. Final home game before Miami heads out to the West Coast. They'll play 4 straight out on the West. They start with the Spurs. They were just doing 20 minutes of Victor Wembanyama highlights. Probably not even enough. But that'll be on Thursday tonight. Heat, Hornets, Norman Powell is questionable.
I saw Barry Jackson tweet out something like, the Clippers fans were yelling, they were chanting FBI, FBI when the Hornets were in town. Barry Jackson was suggesting something along the lines of, give us our pick back. Something like that. Will there be any chance tonight from the Heat faithful?
I think there will be. People are pissed off about this, man.
No,
Rightfully so.
There should be.
Probably cuss words. We're a little aggressive down
Nobody
here.
likes to get fleeced, man.
That doesn't really roll off the tongue, though, right? Give us our pick back.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if there was anything better, because that was Barry Jackson's suggestion.
I think it might be an F word, but not fleeced.
Take back Terry. Whatever. I don't know. You guys figure it out.
Or you know what you did or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, Jimbo.
The Panthers play the Ducks, 7
And what
p.m.
would be the cadence, though, Jimmy?
What the cadence?
Like, you know what you did, or would it be, you know what you did? Like, what's the cadence?
I don't know.
Well, you can't start the chant if you don't have the cadence. The cadence is probably the most important part of the chant.
Jimmy, just an idea mill.
All right. Okay.
I'll work on it. I started the LeBron is tired chant.
I do know that. That's one of your calling cards.
Arguably the greatest chant in Heat history, by the way.
I thought it was Dos Minutos.
No, I mean, you're confuse a public address announcer with a fan chant. Like, I mean, do you think Michael Biamonte starts the wave?
Too many steps.
Oh, okay. So the Heat Nation, somebody just tweeted me. Thank you, Alex, on Twitter. Heat Nation, Heat versus Haters account. Give our pick back. Give our pick back.
But I don't want to ask. That seems too pleasant. Give our pick back.
We're telling though.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I'd rather get right to the punitive damages rather than ask for my pick back. Now, too late for my pick back. Now I got to tell you what's in store.
Just be nasty.
Yeah.
F you, Charlotte.
Right. Something like that.
Just to the point. A little aggressive.
All right. Well, we'll have wall-to-wall coverage starting at 6:15.
All right. There you go. Preheat. 6:15 tonight.
Panthers tonight.
See what
7
Tommy
p.m.
Tighe thinks.
Okay.
Hey, Jimmy, call Tommy Tighe. You have his number? Call Tommy Tighe. Bounce your idea off him. What was your idea again? what was your chant idea?
Give us our pick back.
No, that was it. That's what he just said. You had a totally different idea. You don't remember your own idea?
No, I don't.
We know what you
made me
did.
question it.
Oh, yeah. We know what you did.
We know what you did.
Yeah. Call Tommy Tighe and ask him what he thinks about that and what the cadence should be.
Yo, hang up right.
All right. Well, listen, don't ever say no for the client.
If I hear a "We know what you did" chant tonight, I will poop myself.
We know what you did.
We know what you did. You know what I mean? The cadence is so important on that.
It's gotta work.
Because it could be the dual chant from each side of the arena. We know what you did. We know what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bounce all that off Tommy because he's been around a while. He knows.
That's still a little snitchy.
We know what you did?
Yeah, we know what you did.
I don't think that's snitchy. I think that's like you're on notice.
Yeah, more aggressive with it.
We know what you did.
Couple Dolphins notes. Panthers tonight, 7 p.m. They host the Ducks, Anaheim Ducks, 7 p.m. The Dolphins might be without Bradley Chubb because his status is unclear. McDaniel's supposed to speak. I don't know if he already started.
I think he did already.
Did he already start? But I don't know if you saw any clarity on Bradley Chubb, but Bradley Chubb is dealing with a couple injuries, shoulder and foot, so his status was unclear before McDaniel spoke. Again, I don't know the update, but that's important because, hey, you got Lamar Jackson that's supposed to start on Thursday.
That's the Chubb deal is a knock against Chris Greer. They gave him $200 million, brought him over, gave him $200 million. He has not.
Yeah,
he's not
I mean,
worth
there's way bigger knocks against Chris Greer than that, Crowder. I mean, he got hurt. If he and JP don't get hurt in 2023, do the Dolphins have a better chance in Kansas City? I mean, I don't think they do, but I think it's a fair point to be had.
I mean, it's kind of a difference to have those guys out there.
You keep bringing in old damaged goods. Teron Armstead, if he plays, we're protected. If Philip Bradley,
Darren Waller.
If my uncle had a swiper, he'd be my uncle still. I think I said it wrong. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Good point, though, Crowder. I'm with you.
If my aunt had a swiper,
right,
she'd be my uncle.
David Furonis tweets out, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa will continue to wear the visor. He says the eye is feeling better and still hasn't nailed down the cause of the swelling game day against the Falcons. Tua says the team loves this from Jonah Savayinaya, but I don't know what this is because I can't listen to the clip that he posted.
It's got to be just Jonah obviously playing better.
I think it's the
locker room.
The dance. It was almost like a haka.
Yeah. We had all them Samoans one year.
Reagan Mawia.
Samson Satelli.
Yeah.
Soliai Paul. So we brought in like 4 Samoans, and they used to do that dance. It's pretty cool.
Every time, the U.S. men's national team in basketball will play New Zealand and they do the haka, every time that happens, it goes viral on social media. People love that stuff, man.
I'm watching a video that David Furonis posted here. I'm putting the sound up. It's Patrick Paul being interviewed at his locker. And I think
Ollie Gordon, right?
Yeah, but I also think Donovan Campbell is in the picture. Yeah, Donovan Campbell is in the picture too. This Patrick Paul is one of the largest human beings I've ever seen.
Grown up.
Unbelievable how big this guy is.
And he's playing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so. Certainly, everybody played well in the Atlanta game. Ollie Gordon played. I mean, there's a reason Ollie Gordon's doing interviews. Like they're all having fun. They've been waiting all season for that game.
Yes.
David Fiona just tweeted out Oronde Gadsden Sr. Miami Dolphins highlights.
Yeah.
Going to join us right now.
Everybody loves OG highlights.
Yes, sir. All right. Your weather sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. Right now in South Florida, it is 85 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid-70s. That is your weather.
All right, Oronde Gadsden is going to join us in the next segment, so do not go anywhere. See if OG the second is still on his fantasy bench.
Y'all better not let chronic pain impact the quality of your life. You have arthritis, you have tendon pain, you have joint pain. I got to let you know that your own body can help treat that pain without drugs or surgery, and it's called regenerative medicine. And QC Kinetics is the largest, fastest growing regenerative medicine group in the entire country. I'm telling you, I went through all the surgeries. I retire. The knees hurt. Go to the doctor. They'll give you scripts now. They'll give you painkillers, all that crap, anti-inflammatories. They'll put you in surgery because, let me tell you a secret. Surgeons went to school for years to do surgeries. They wake up to do surgeries. You have another option. Regenerative medicine and QC Kinetics is at the forefront nationwide of this innovative chronic pain relieving treatment system. It has helped me, and it can help you. Not just help me. It's helped thousands and thousands of people. And now it's time for you to find out how your own body can help itself. I got the PRP shots. I got the healing lasers. And it helped me not be in cast for 3 months or in a wheelchair, all the crazy stuff they were telling me. And this Veterans Day, QC Kinetics is giving back to our hero veterans, and they will get $500 off their treatment. And for every non-veteran who gets care at QC Kinetics, they will donate $500 to the Wounded Warrior Project. It's a great time to book your free consultation right now. So call QC Kinetics today. Help the heroes, and you can help yourself in the process. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's the number, 844-777-3436. When you tell them Crowder sent you down there, you will get a free consultation and $500 off your first treatment. You got to hit up QC Kinetics. Brand new office on Southeast 17th Street in Fort Lauderdale. They're expanding because it works. Don't replace it. Regenerate it. 844-77-REGEN. That's 844-777-3436.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Khalil?
Oh, Rondé knows how to party. Oh, Rondé knows how to party.
100%.
Rondé Gadsden, he's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He played receiver for the Dolphins for 6 glorious seasons. And his son, Rondé II, is in the midst of his first glorious season for the LA Chargers. So, Rondé, is he still on your fantasy bench?
Snug as a bug in a rug.
Tell everybody, because this went viral. I don't know if you guys saw this. So, Rondé says on our show a couple weeks ago that his son is on his fantasy bench. And because he's balling out, he's not putting OG II on his active lineup because he doesn't want to, you got a little superstitions working here. He's having a great NFL season being on Rondé's fantasy bench. So he's keeping him there. He doesn't want to change anything up. And this became viral. They used the clip of you on our show in myriad sports talk shows, including Sports Center. And the Chargers, after the last game, tweeted out, raise your hand if you're starting Rondé Gadsden on your fantasy team. That was a little troll to you, old Pops, who didn't start him. Tell everyone who raised his hand, retweeted it, and said he's starting on my fantasy team.
It was John Legend, and it was kind of cool. Didn't even know John Legend was in the fantasy football, but it was kind of cool, man, to see that he's paying attention to it.
John Mother Bleeping Legend is tweeting about Rondé's son.
And he got me and John Legend them 18.7 points last week.
He sure did. I lost again.
But you're losing with a smile, man.
Yeah, I'm losing with a smile. I lost again. Dallas Goedert is my starter. He had 17 points with 2 touchdowns. I would have won 1 point less.
You're the happiest dad in the NFL.
I'm the happiest losing fantasy football dad in the NFL.
For real. Let's talk Dolphins, OG. They had their best complete game against the Falcons on Sunday. Do you think they can put that together again in a couple nights against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens here at Hard Rock Stadium?
I think it's going to be tough only because, even though Atlanta had Bijan Robinson, they didn't run him a lot. I don't know how many carries he had. He had not a lot of carries, but I think the Ravens are going to come and run Derrick Henry a lot. So if the defense can stand up, then it's possible on offense. I think everybody was used. I think they used Ollie Gordon when they had to, which is a big deal, because we see A-Chain all the time. And, Waddle obviously made some plays, big plays. Those plays he's supposed to make. I don't think it was like a big deal. He made the plays he was supposed to make, which we expect from him. That's not a big deal. But, Washington got his first touchdown, and they spread the ball around, and Tua was pretty much on point. And so, those are things we expect to see happen. And if they happen again, we have to just, hope the defense comes to play. Because, Lamar Jackson waited to start when he was home, right? I'm pretty sure he could have started last week, but he waited till he was coming home. So, he's going to try to be dynamic as usual, and the defense has to be on point.
Is this a good approach, OG, where last week they just loaded up. They loaded up the box. They were 5 down over the linemen. Yep. They weren't going to let Bijan beat them. That's why they didn't run, brother, because they had one-on-ones all day on the outside. But Kirk Cousins is just not good anymore.
Right.
Is it a good approach, like, for the Dolphins to come out with the same thing? Derek and Lamar are running this ball. Lamar, beat us with your arm. That's the only way you're going to beat the Dolphins today.
Right, but they still, I think, gonna run the ball. I think they're gonna make, it's the Derrick Henry effect. By the third quarter, those tackles aren't the same tackles, as they were in the first quarter. So I don't know. Listen, I think Storm Duck is out. Oh, he was out in the game. I don't know.
He's gone for the season.
Yeah.
Oh man, so Hawks boy gonna have to hold it down.
Jack Jones. Jack Jones.
So I don't know. Can he cover Bateman? And I forgot you got Zay Flowers too. So it's gonna be it's gonna be tough. But I mean, I would for as long as we could hold up. I'd stack the box, because an option with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry would be something I would run pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like keep it or give it, and let somebody try to make the tackle. So I think we're gonna have to do it that way, especially if Chubb's not there, to get the pressure we need. So we did a lot of things because the whole premise was obviously to stop Bijan Robinson, but you had no issue of Kirk Cousins running for 30 yards, not even he was under Tua. Tua was 0.5, his was like 0.1. Like he not running, so that was a little different, right? So that was a little different. So whatever we have to do to keep the ball rolling, I think it was good. I don't know how serious this eye situation is, but I wore a shield and it worked out pretty good. So we'll go with that.
That's what I was going to ask you, OG. Are you believing in Visor Tua? Because he hit us with he cupped his eye after his third touchdown, and he looked like he was comfortable. And I know we're talking about the guys up front change the scheme a little bit, but do you feel like Tua Tagovailoa perhaps was just dealing with a lot mentally, and that led to that atrocious Browns game? And now after that win, he can bounce back and continue to have good performances? Because we were talking about him 3 weeks ago like he was done. He was cooked, like he wasn't the same Tua anymore. How do you feel after that big performance in Atlanta?
I like I said, I think we expect those kind of days from Tua. And when they don't come, then you point to everything, the line, what's going on in the locker room. But, because of the money he's being paid, that's what we expect. So, you're not too excited about it. Like string like 4 or 5 of them together, and then we'll be, excited about the cup in your eye and the shield and all that. But you can't have that game last week and then come back and have a 23.9 quarterback
QBR,
rate. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't do that. Just have to play some football. And I've been saying, and I truly think if Tua just would run a little bit, would give us a little option, you know what I mean? Like it would open up because, like when A-Chain does the little circle motion and go out behind the receivers, we know you're throwing to him, like everybody, like if he just fake it and then maybe run out the other side and
45 yards. 45 yards. What do you mean 4 yards? 45 yards untouched.
Take a minute and a half.
He ran the clock out. He ran the whole clock out. Halftime now. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Sometimes you got to fool them. It's the Dan Marino spike play. Sometimes you got to give them something they're not expecting.
Sometimes you got to fool them. So I think that would help a lot. I can't tell them exactly when to do it, but I think it would help, get us a few first downs. And, I'm not signed up for he's scared he might get hit. I ain't playing football. Once you cross the line, you sign an agreement that you're gonna be 100%. So I'm not run the ball, man. Like get some yards. I think that the top tier quarterbacks they all run. None of them just standing in the pocket anymore. I mean they run. So you got to get a few yards when you can. So I'm looking forward to it. Usually home teams, win on these Thursday night games. So that bodes well for us being at home. Or we win the midnight dark blue, pitch blue, or whatever.
Oh, we are? Are we wearing that?
I don't know.
No.
I'm asking.
No. That was only that one game that
do we
they
know,
wore that.
Do we know what unis they're wearing?
I'll look into it right now.
All right.
Orange.
Orange. Speaking of orange, Friday is Halloween, the orange holiday.
There you go.
What is the Aronde Gadsden household giving away for Halloween Friday night?
I give away whole Snicker bars.
Do you?
I give away the whole thing.
I
don't like the little ones. I give them the whole thing. Like get a whole Snicker bar and get out of here.
Yeah,
See,
I'm so down with that because you were an NFL player, man, and you got a son who's just doing his thing in the NFL. If I ring Aronde's door, I may know it's his house, I may not.
Yes.
He comes to the door, and gives me a little fun size Three Musketeers, man, I'm right on social media. I'm torching this guy. I'm excited. If you're a professional athlete, and I don't care if it was 1 season, 6. If you're a professional athlete, I better get the full size candy bar if I'm coming to your house.
Listen, I took the choices. I took the selections out. I'm out of selection. I got Snickers, the big ones. That's all. That's all I got.
That's perfect, that's all I got. Though.
But
I even sit in the driveway on the table and have one bowl.
Big giant Snicker bars.
Yeah, that's it. And then when it go, I open another pack and put it in. That's all I got. I got Hennessy on the table and Snicker bars. That's all I got in the driveway. That's all I got.
Is that the option for the babies? They can take a shot?
No,
don't let the child take the Hennessy.
No, we're fighting the kids, but we need you got the Snickers. It's for me to sit out here. So,
Mommy, let's go back to the house.
Do you do full size candy bars, Crowder?
No. I just figured I'm giving away signed Shannon Crowder cards this year.
Nobody wants a signed Channing.
I have a big stack of
unless Doug Plagans is out trick or treating on Friday.
Hey, look! What you should do is sign the card and then staple some seasoning to it. That'd be nice.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Give away Crowder powder.
Listen, y'all are geniuses.
Are you
marketing for the parents?
No, don't market it. Just enjoy a little Crowder powder.
Trick or treat. CrowderPowder.com. Hey kids. Have the shirt on. Y'all are geniuses.
Yeah, I like that.
Your neighbor gonna be so mad at you. 2 houses down, everything on the floor, everything on the ground.
It'd be a sandbox filled with Crowder powder.
You gotta get a push broom. This Crowder, man.
The kids already
kids in the neighborhood are blinding each other, blowing the Crowder powder into each other's eyes. So you're doing. What's the best Halloween candy, Arande? We've had this conversation every year, but I've always maintained the best one that when DJ used to go trick-or-treating, when he would come back with 100 grand bars, I'd never see those except around Halloween. Those are the best. Nothing better than 100 grand bar. What's the real treat on Halloween?
I think the small Baby Ruths is my go-to.
Oh, wow.
They go in the refrigerator real nice, and, like 2 days from now, you can look in there and be like, oh, I found a little Baby Ruth in here. And get
Baby
everything
Ruth
you
is
need.
a good bar. Don't sleep on the Baby Ruth.
And 100 grand bar?
Yeah.
Does it come with a T-shot?
How old are you?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Those are the oldest candies in the world.
What are you looking for? A trolley something?
Yes,
I'm not a child. I'm not a child. I'm a 55-year-old man.
Right. You can have those sour gummy worms if you want.
That ain't for me, man.
Yeah,
I like it too.
I like the Baby Ruth is a good one,
yeah.
but I do not like Butterfingers. I think Butterfingers are the worst candy that gets given out en masse on Halloween.
When you get that multi-bag or that bag with all them Three Musketeers can stay in there. They can stay in there.
Really?
I mean, they can. Oh no, ain't nothing in there. It tastes like,
they're very airy. They're very airy.
Yeah, ain't nothing in there. Yeah, like
that's.
I don't know what that is.
That's
nougat.
No,
nougat.
Is it nougat? I don't think it's nougat in the Three Musketeers.
A little white foamy
caramel.
Jimmy, no, it's not caramel. Call
Marshmallow stuff.
Three Musketeers, Jimmy. Find out what's in the
what they put inside of it.
Yeah.
What they put
hey,
inside
it's
of
Jimmy.
Ear.
It's Jimmy in Miami.
Chocolate-covered ear.
It is very
Chocolate-covered
airy.
ear.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. That's everything else I can fight through. You know what I mean? Like if you just, you got a bag full of candy, you're trying not to let your kid eat it, no razor blades in the apple and everything. And then you look 2 days later and it's the Three Musketeers.
That's such an old man's thing. Because me and Arande grew up in the era of don't let down your guard because people are putting razor blades in apples. That was our era because there was no social media to discount it or whatever. Like everyone told, right? Your mom told you to go out. They had to check your candy bag when you got home for razor blades.
Check that stupid Jackerland. It used to hurt my arm. I got an arm on my wrist. I got a imprint on my wrist because I had that stupid Jackerland.
The razor blades went to weed gummies.
Oh, is that what it is? Got to be careful with weed
they
gummies.
warn you about people giving these baby weed gummies. That's an expensive Christmas. I mean, Halloween gift, ain't it?
Yeah.
Why do you want to give that away?
Bad news.
Gracious.
Yeah, that's
Every
bad news.
kid?
That's bad news.
All right, Aronde Gadsden. Who's OG the second got this weekend?
They go to Tennessee.
Oh,
he gonna eat.
Yeah,
They go to Tennessee. They go to Tennessee. So we'll see how that works out. They go to see Cam Ward and see what he has going on.
Little Syracuse matchup. Little reminder.
2 weeks.
Little reminder.
2 weeks.
Hey, AOG,
2 weeks.
I saw Justin Herbert was sidelined for a Lakers game the other day. He was with his girlfriend. OG didn't get the invite.
He was courtside. Oh yeah, I saw the ball came at him.
He was there at the Dodgers game last night too.
Was he?
I think you
mean OG or Justin Herbert?
No, Justin Herbert.
Oh.
I think but they did go to because they played the Thursday game, and they had off until today, I think, or yesterday. I think a bunch of players went to Disneyland. I think he got the invite to go there with them. So
that's all right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
So,
Maybe Madison Beer was there.
OG, so we talked to you and you said he's just going to stay in the weight room. He's leading the league amongst tight ends in receiving yards per game. He's still just in the weight room, huh? And he's in L.A., huh?
Yeah. On the jug machine at night, staying in the complex.
Until that next contract comes, he is on the jugs machine and in the weight room. That's it.
Riding his bike to practice.
I dabble in L.A., Hawk. He is not just in that weight room, Hawk.
Aronde, we love you. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, bro. All right, man.
Aronde Gadsden, and man, you got to find his house for Halloween. Full-size Snicker bars. Stay away from Crowder's house.
That's mine is more expensive than his.
You should go trick-or-treating at Delaware Chicken Farm.
Mine is more expensive than his.
Get some of that fish dip, right? Some stone crab.
I can't put fish dip in the baby's bags, can I? Y'all got to get the Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. I've been going there 20 years. You know what? What is this, Halloween Friday? I mean, you know what? I'm going to go to Delaware this week so I can eat some stone crabs because they're in season on Halloween while I'm waiting to give out my signed Channing Crowder cards to the kids. I know they'll love them. Get to Delaware. Stone crab season started. If you haven't had a stone crab, you got to get them. If you want the best price, the freshest, you got to go to Delaware Chicken Farm for your stone crabs. But they have it all now. Anything you want. Any meat you want, lamb, beef, veal, pork, poultry, duck, turkey, lobster, shrimp, fish, oysters, scallops, clams, venison, alligator. They have so much delicious food there. They have prepared food too. Burgers and sandwiches are off the chain. They have fried chicken. They have roasted chicken. They have all the sides made in-house daily and fresh. They are delicious. You have the sides. You got your meat. You got the Crowder powder is there, all three blends, and the dips. The buffalo chicken dip is amazing now. I always get, I love that smoked tuna dip. Buffalo chicken dip is great. The smoked tuna dip is the best fish dip you ever taste in your life. Go to DelawareChicken.com. That's the website, DelawareChicken.com. When you know what you want, call them in advance at 954-983-6831. That's 954-983-6831. Place your order. It'll be packaged ready when you get there. They'll bring it out to the car. Curbside deliveries available because all Jose wants to do is get delicious food back to whatever you are doing, whoever's eating. If you're eating by yourself, go to Delaware. And Yacht Provisions. You have a beautiful, nice yacht. Get the best food on that yacht. They have Yacht Provisions there, and you support local. Jose, I know the owner. I've been dealing with the staff for 20 years. They're still there. Shop local, support local businesses, and that's Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. They are located on 441, 1 block south of Sterling Road. And when y'all get down there, tell them Crowder sent you.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
I have this fantasy. I've had this for years of becoming obese and bedridden and just watching TV all day and having people bring me food. Got Heat basketball tonight. You've got Panthers hockey tonight. Solana will be at the Kaseya Center. Heat game is here on 104.3 FM WQAM, and the Panthers are on 560?
AM 560 tonight.
All right, so you get Panthers hockey on 560 tonight. You've got Heat basketball on 104.3 FM, and Solana and Tommy Tighe and Jason Jackson and Amy Audibert, a cast of thousands. Heat, you want to guess what the line is for tonight? Heat and Hornets? Got to turn your mic on at some point. One of you guys has to figure out
in the studio,
when
we used
his...
to turn them on.
What's that?
In the studio, you used to turn on by themselves.
But if you notice that it literally has on and off. I mean, and if it's off, it's lit up. And if it's on, it's lit up. I don't understand why you can't figure that out.
Mine says no info. Heat a 2-1. Heat favored at 3.
You know the line?
I don't.
5.5. Which seems about right to me. Heat have been playing very good basketball.
Yeah.
Some of these player props. And I know Norman Powell is questionable. So I take all of these with a grain of salt, because if he is out, lines are going to change. Like props will change.
Correct.
You want to guess the BAM over under tonight?
17. Nah, 19.
22.5.
Under. That's under.
Why?
Because he's not an offensive guy.
He just led the Heat in scoring the other night,
Well,
other
how
than
much?
Norman Powell's 29, but he had the second most.
Norman
points
Powell,
at
by the way, is
24.
listed at 22.5. I just wouldn't bet any prop bets right now until I had more clarity on what.
And if he's hobbled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball, over under?
24.
He's coming off a 30-point triple-double. I'd say it's like 26.5.
25.5. 25.5. Miles Bridges?
20.
22?
Is 19.5. Let's see. Triple J is 12.5. Jovic, 11.5. Kalel, 10.5. Davion Mitchell, 10.5. Simone Fontecchio is 9.5, but what's his status?
Yeah, he's probable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If Norman's out, who takes over? Who's ball dominant?
Oof. Well, no, nobody's ball dominant. That's the beauty of this offense. But who starts in his place? My guess would be Spo doesn't tinker with what's been working. Pelle Larsson would start, and you'd still have that same 4-guy unit: Drew Smith, Nico, Jaime, and Simone coming off the bench.
When's the next Inter-Miami game, by the way?
Saturday.
That's
Nashville.
right. You said it was a ways away from the last one.
Yeah.
And then Dolphins, if you're interested, 7.5-point dogs to Baltimore on Thursday night. Just looking at passing props. Lamar Jackson passing yards over under?
215.
229.
236.5. And Tua?
Right, 220.
220. 220.5.
Lamar rushing.
Lamar rushing is
coming off of a hamstring.
34.5.
He's fine though, man. They're not going to trot him out there at 2-5 if he's not healthy.
But is he run like somebody just said? Is he running read options or is he scrambling to run? Like, do they put him back out there to really be Lamar? But 34. Oh, that's over. He'll get 34.
The way I look at it is it's now or never for them. They've got to start compiling wins.
For Baltimore?
Yeah.
And John Harbaugh, I'm telling you, this dude's on the hot seat. He is.
He might be on the hot seat, but they're not going to fire him, Hoch. His starting quarterback missed 4 games, and the start of their season
absolutely could be fired after this season.
Somebody said it, where the excuses that the Falcons have was Penix was out and their defensive starters were out, where the Dolphins were 1-6, and everybody was healthy. Well, Tyreek hurt his knee, but they were still getting their butt whooped with him in the game.
Well, no Julian Hill. I mean, that's a big time win without Julian Hill.
Yahoo Sports put out 2 weeks ago, there are growing calls for the Ravens to fire John Harbaugh.
He'll have a job in 18 seconds.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
But I mean, growing calls from the fan base who was frustrated, and rightfully so, by the way. They've had an MVP in Lamar, and it's year 5 of him being there, being their number one option. and they can't win. They can't get past Mahomes. But again, Hawk, like, you're sitting there as an organization, you're going to replace the guy who's literally made you a perennial playoff contender.
Yeah, but that doesn't do you any good being a perennial playoff contender. If you think you've got the talent, and if you have an MVP, you have the talent. And Derrick Henry. I mean, honestly, if you're looking at it and you're the owner of the club, you're like, the window is small. We always do. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over. Well, what can I change? I can't change out Lamar Jackson. I can't change out Derrick Henry. What's the thing I could change out that maybe gets us over the hump? It's the head coach.
It's the coach. But it's that whole thing where it's you can't beat Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Damn, that's the Brady Belichick thing where there was some great. Peyton Manning should have had way more Super Bowls. Joe Burrow did it, and he's not an MVP. So that's the thing. We haven't won a playoff game in 25 years as the Dolphins. Now you can't beat Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Now you get fired. You keep moving the goalposts on these teams, which I understand because you spend a lot of money and you want your team to be good. But yeah, beating Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes is no easy feat.
By the way, you bring up having Derrick Henry. 2 of the losses you could make the case are on Derrick Henry fumbling the football. Week 1, remember that awesome game? I think it was a Monday Night Football game, or maybe it was Sunday night. They had the lead against the Buffalo Bills. And they had a massive lead, and Derrick Henry fumbled the ball and allowed the Bills to come back and win that game. And then he fumbled against the Lions 2 weeks later. Like, their record could look very different if their playmakers and their highest paid players executed.
Guess what? Coaching. Don't fumble.
They
forgot the most important lesson.
Hey,
fellas, don't fumble.
Hawk, they should hire you. Get rid of Harbaugh.
Sometimes it's the easiest stuff. It's staring you right in the face.
Hawk, your team meeting would be 2 seconds.
Everybody, don't fumble.
Break it up.
See y'all Sunday.
They can still make the playoffs easily because the AFC North is nothing.
There is
sucks this year.
There is some breaking news from Barry Jackson in the Miami Herald. Mike McDaniel said today, for now, until competition proves otherwise, the best thing for our football team in relief duty for a game or injury is for Zach Wilson to come in and be number 2. That could change over time. I'm not looking to change that until they show me it needs to be changed. So there was a 1-week aberration where he thought the best chance and backup. It's so stupid. There was 1 week where he thought the best chance at backup was Quinn Ewers, but now there is no question it is Zach Wilson. He's not looking to make a change, and anyone who's paying attention to that is just ridiculous.
You started this.
I wonder if he was punishing him. I wonder if there was actually something that transpired and he was punishing him.
31 other teams did not have to speak about who their backup was today. You started this.
Let's get headlines. Danny Cannell is going to join us this hour. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com.
Last hour, I told you Bradley Chubb's status unclear for this Thursday. We weren't sure if McDaniel had addressed it. Now he has. Mike McDaniel confident, according to Joe Shad. Bradley Chubb is good to go, barring a setback.
All right. That's good news.
Yes.
You're going to need all the help you can get, man.
Go get him.
This ain't an easy one.
Let's see here. Dolphins offensive coordinator Frank Smith said regarding Jonah Savaiinaia, sometimes it takes a little bit longer than you want, but he likes the positives that have seen him continue to grow. Just read this to you because we've been crushing Savaiinaia for good reason, by the way. He's literally been ranked as one of the worst players, not linemen, players in PFF history. But I read in the Herald after permitting 11 quarterback pressures on his first 121 pass blocking chances, he has allowed 12, just 12 in his last 182. And he's coming off his best PFF grade of the season versus the Falcons.
And is it a coincidence that the game that they run the ball 37 times, a big mauler has a great game?
Yeah.
Come on now. He's not made to kick back every single play. Run the ball.
All right, tonight you have the Florida Panthers. They're going to start at 7, part of the NHL's big Frozen Frenzy, which they do once every year. All 32 teams begin at different times. They stagger the start times, but all 32 teams are in action tonight.
Chris Perkins, by the way, in the Sun Sentinel had tweeted out earlier, Dolphins began their season ticket renewals yesterday. There are no price increases. Some fans will get a modest price decrease, and some club seat owners get a $250 food and beverage discount for the season.
That's awesome.
So there you go.
I'd written that down because I have the Dolphins home games next season. If anybody's interested in trying to become a season ticket holder, here's who you will see.
Let me guess.
Season.
The Jets, Patriots, Bills.
What?
Wow.
Do I have the first three?
Wow, yeah. You really know this.
Nailed it.
Oh, listen.
5 more.
No, I'm gonna walk away there. Like sometimes you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. The Bears coming to town?
The Bears will be here.
They will?
Yeah.
I mean, who would you rather have? I was thinking about this in your city. Victor Wembanyama or Roma Dunze in Chicago or Matas Buzelis in Chicago?
I think I'm going Matas.
Would you rather have Shohei Ohtani? Hear me out.
I got you.
Shohei Ohtani or Matas Buzelis representing your city?
It's tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Don't have to give me an answer now. We're on till 6.
One's generational, of course, and
right.
The other one is tied up in a big
gambling scandal.
Yeah. Chiefs, Chargers, Bears, Lions, all coming to Hard Rock next season, and then one more AFC North team.
Chargers?
Mm-hmm.
Aronde?
Yeah. Feels like you play the Chargers every year.
Play the Chargers a lot. Chiefs, Chargers, Lions. Good grief.
Yeah, look out.
That means they're playing the Vikings?
I don't know. It's one more AFC North team that finishes in the same position as the Dolphins finish in their own division.
Interesting. So they don't play the entire NFC North?
Yeah, it's not at home. But they're going to play Green Bay.
Oh, these are home. Right.
They're going to play the whole. That's not an easy schedule. Yeah. So AFC West, NFC North.
No, AFC North.
AFC North.
NFC North and AFC North.
But definitely Buffalo, New England, and the Jets.
No,
I think
Chargers,
so.
Chiefs are AFC West.
AFC West, you're right.
How you correct me and then correct yourself on correcting me?
All right. Anything else in the headlines?
Figure out how to turn on your mic, Crowder. I don't know what to tell you.
I want to give away Heat tickets. We have Heat tickets every day this week, and it's for Heat and Blazers November 8th. And I'm going to give them away here in a second. You can finish up your headlines and stuff, but I want to give them away here.
All right. The Heat tonight, 7:30 p.m., by the way. And again, Panthers at 7. Heat will be on FM 104.3, Panthers on AM 560. Your weather, it's sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable Root AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. It is in the mid-80s. Tonight, the lows will drop into the mid-70s. I wanted to give you one more headline that I forgot to mention, but...
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
I don't know. I like games. Everything with you is just laying it out there on the table. Tease me a little bit. Give me a little something.
All right.
Like hints, like to give a taboo.
Yeah.
Give us some hints.
Okay. Yeah. A future Miami Heat player who was paid like a superstar is coming back to the hardwood, returning to action.
Well, you said that incorrectly because you threw me off there. I thought I had the story. You threw me off because you said a future Miami Heat player.
No, a Heat player
from the past.
past.
But you said a future.
What's the word I'm looking for? A former.
Right.
Former.
So you threw me off.
Same thing.
Okay.
Well, it's not because I thought it was going to be the Hassan Whiteside story.
It is the Hassan
which
Whiteside
it is,
story.
except you described him as a future Heat player, which really threw me off there. So I don't want to play this as a game anymore.
Okay, well, I could have just laid it out for you. We could have had a discussion about it.
He messed up the game, didn't
He messed up the game.
Man.
Steve Harvey over here. Did you want to tell the story?
No, I mean, we're done, aren't we?
All right.
You
He's
don't wanna
coming back
anymore?
to play for us?
No, he's going to play in Shanghai.
Oh, yeah. He'll never play in the NBA again.
Who would you rather have repping your city? Shohei Ohtani or Hassan Whiteside?
Man, these are tough ones today.
I mean, we don't do an easy show. There's no question. All right, let's give away these Heat tickets. What number does Hassan wear in the future? Tickled myself with that. What caller number do you want to take for the Heat tickets?
14.
14. Caller 14, 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller number 14 gets 2 tickets. Heat and Blazers, November 8th at the Kaseya Center. And if you don't win the tickets now, you have another chance tomorrow on this very program. Caller 14 right now, 305-567-0560. Danny Cannell going to talk a little college football with us in the next segment, so do not go anywhere.
If you're looking for some fun and everybody wants to have a good time, you don't have to go further than Tootsie's Cabaret, the largest strip club in the entire world. They're open from noon to 6 a.m. every single day now. 18 hours of great food specials, $100 bottles, half-price drinks till 8 p.m. every single day, and beautiful entertainers. They have all the games on now. They have 100 TVs in there, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, soccer. You have all the fight, MMA, boxing. If there's something going on, any events, it's going to be played on a gigantic screen at Tootsie's. Let me tell you, I've been going there 20 years. I can attest to it. I go to all the fights there. 4 large sports bars. They have spacious full liquor bars, secure parking, and it's set. And during football season, it's amazing because all the home games now, if you bring your Canes or Fins tickets, no cover all night long. You get it on game day before 6 p.m. for free, and then you can get luxury service transportation from Tootsie's to the home games and back if you purchase reservations and a VIP package. You can't beat Tootsie's. And on Sundays now, go on Sundays because they have $10 menu. And this kitchen's amazing now. The food's off the chain. But $10 tailgate takeover Sundays from noon to 5 p.m. Head over there a little early, got an hour before the game starts. And I'm telling you, it's going to be some entertainment there. You're not going to be taken away from entertainment there, but the tailgate takeover, chicken wings, smash burger with fries, fried shrimp with fries, cheese pizza, and chicken nachos, Sundays from noon to 5 p.m., only $10. I'm telling you, I've been going there for years. Noon, the food's delicious. I might be in there at 2, 3 a.m. You'll never know when I'm going to sneak in Tootsie's, but I know the food's going to be great. I know the entertainers are amazing. I know Tootsie's is going to be the place to be. Y'all go to Tootsie's Cabaret. You can check out tootsiescabaret.com for more information.
not everybody can have a great performance every game, right? I mean, that's reality. You know, as a professional athlete, not every game is going to be the best game that you ever play. Shohei Ohtani gave us a great performance. Matas Buzelis gave us a great performance yesterday. Jimmy's music today, I have not been a fan of. I have to tell you, Jimmy. And Jimmy, you've had plenty of great games. Today, I just don't think your music has been up to snuff.
I disagree.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Ooh.
But I just feel like it's not his best performance when it comes to music, but that's fine. I mean, that's what makes the world go round. I am the head coach, so you to say that you disagree doesn't bode well for you, but we all have to move on and make our choices in life.
Have you ever walked up to the DJ and let him know about himself at the club? I'm not a fan of that person.
No, not at the club, not even at a function, not a wedding, not a bar mitzvah. The DJ's there to play the music. Let them play the music.
No, sometimes they need, some direction. I'm with Crowder. Like I go up, I'm the guy.
But only if you're the one throwing the party, then you can give the DJ direct. So like if you're at a function and DJ Zog is behind the turntables and he's being paid by someone else, you'll tell him what to do?
100%. Hey, Zog, I get it. You and Pitbull are cool, but I don't have to hear Pitbull 17 times in a row. Maybe throw in a little Bad Bunny every now and then. 100%.
And you feel like that's your place.
I'm the person that you're playing music for. I have a suggestion.
All right.
Hey, take down my suggestion. I can help you play bangers.
What about the people that text the show here and tell you what topic they want to hear, and you're just a smart ass back to them?
Totally different.
I'm not certain that's that different.
Can't come to the club with me. You'll get stabbed.
Danny Cannell is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Danny Cannell, talk about good games. I mean, that dude was a star at FSU. He's a star on Sirius XM and CBS Sports HQ. Like he everything he does is success. He comes to us courtesy of Bet Online. Check out betonline.ag for updated college football playoff odds, Heisman odds, college football week 10 lines. Before we get into that, though, we know we've mentioned it on the show before. Danny was a baseball player. He was drafted by the Yankees. Did you stay up, because you do a morning show, did you stay up for the entirety of last night's Dodgers-Blue Jays game?
There was zero chance I was staying up. I have to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, so I would have gotten 2 hours of sleep for that one. I record everything. Like I have YouTube TV, so I just hit it and put it in my library. It didn't quite resonate the same, so I was going through it. I didn't get that feel for watching it. I probably stayed up till about 11:30, so I wasn't even close, but I did not. Did you guys stay up?
Hell no.
I stayed up the entire game. Not only did I stay up the entire game, and it was just because I had put so much into it at that point. Like after the 13th inning, I'm like, well, I can't bail now, Right. And I was starting to fall asleep, and I take Ambien every night. So I had taken an Ambien probably after the Chiefs game ended. So now I'm up, I'm down. But by the 15th, 16th inning, like now I'm up. I've gone past the Ambien window. But I tweeted out last night, and I really believe this, Danny. Now you guys are professional athletes. But for me to stay up for the entirety of that game without having a wager on it, nor a rooting interest, was quite possibly my greatest athletic achievement in my 55 years on this planet. I really believe
I am impressed. I am impressed. Now, did you make like a 5-course meal? I've heard that story with Ambien, that sometimes you wake up the next morning and you just cooked yourself a meal and you don't remember anything from it. I've heard those stories.
As Crowder and Solana can attest to, oftentimes if I miss the window of falling asleep on Ambien, I find out the next morning what I've ordered online.
Up all night.
I have a pair of Dr. Anthony Fauci socks that are strictly the result of a night on Ambien where I just went too long. I've made good purchases on Ambien, but also some doozies on Ambien. Anyway, regardless, Danny Cannell is with us courtesy of Bet Online, although his video looks like he's frozen right now. We might have to reconnect with him on the phone. Because I see
frozen
that
picture. He's a nice smile.
Good looking man. He's obviously driving somewhere. I think he might be in Fort Lauderdale. Maybe we'll have to get him on the phone, though, because I do want to talk to him about a couple of college football things that are going on. Danny joins us when he joins us, courtesy of Bet Online. Check out betonline.ag. Now I just lost my liner. Check out betonline.ag for updated college football playoff odds, Heisman odds, college football week 10 lines as well. Oh, I see his video's moving again. I said we could do this on the phone if we lose the connection.
Let's try this one. We'll try it one more time. We'll see how this one goes. I think we're better now. You guys.
He's on a little bit of a delay though. That's the problem.
Let me call you back. I'll call on the phone.
All right, he's gonna call us on the phone. See, he's driving.
Yeah,
look like he's in Fort Lauderdale, maybe.
And you have that the sunroof that goes all the way back to the back seat. Yeah, Danny got a nice little vehicle. Yeah,
he's a broadcast legend.
I'm a pocket watcher.
Stop watching his pockets.
I watch everybody's pockets.
All right, we're gonna get him on the phone here, and then we'll talk a little.
You ain't doing bad, huh?
Football. Stop watching my pockets.
You ain't doing bad.
Stop watching my pockets, man. Hurricanes are up to 11.5-point favorites at SMU on Saturday, and I think I saw the opening line on that was like 6, or maybe the look-ahead line on that was 6, but they're 11.5-point favorites.
SMU was in the college football playoffs last year. They got that Texas oil.
You know, you feel like that's not going to be a cakewalk game, especially noon games. Have the Hurricanes even had noon games this season, other than maybe Bethune-Cookman?
Yeah, it's a lot of night games this year.
Like to travel and then have a noon game, which games in Texas, right? It's at SMU, so that's really 11, isn't it? Because they're on Central Time.
Yes, I just came back from Houston.
That's something that could be interesting as well.
Slow start.
All right, do we have Danny on the? Danny's on the line. You there, Danny?
I mean, I'm off for 2 minutes, and you're crying about what time the Canes are playing. Is that what I'm hearing?
No. I was looking at the line. It was 11.5, and I think the look ahead line I saw on Bet Online was like 6. And it's 11.5, but it's a noon game. I don't think the Hurricanes have had many noon games. Maybe just one against Bethune-Cookman this year. And then I was saying to Crowder, and the game's in Texas too, so that actually means 11 a.m. I mean, this could play against them.
It could. Not easy for the old body clock argument when you get college kids. You know what's crazy? I'm curious. 70%.
Oh wait, we lost you. Start over.
I'm back. I'm back. We lost. I'm telling you, I'm having a frustration. I'm about to pull over the side of the car.
Here's the thing, though, Danny. I brought you on by talking about what an incredible broadcaster you are. And your FaceTime, your FaceTime is terrible. You're driving as you're doing it, and then you just switched from like talking into your handset to Bluetooth. I know what was going on there. Like, this is a disastrous appearance by you, DK. This is a disastrous appearance.
I will clean it up. It's been that kind of year for Florida State, right? Maybe it's just oozing off of me. We've lost 4 games in a row.
Somebody text Jimmy Shapiro and say that this doesn't count as a Bet Online appearance. Danny owes us one after this.
I will owe you one after this. To your point, though, I do think, and I'm curious to know what Channing says, because I've talked to a lot of college football teams. When I was in college, we practiced at 2 o'clock. Like, we had to be meetings at 1 o'clock. We'd have practice at 2. We'd get done around 5 o'clock. We have dinner. I would say 60 to 70% of college programs that I talk to practice in the morning now. Like, so it was hard. You had a lot of guys miss class. I think a lot of college programs practice in the morning. So like those early kick times aren't as different as maybe they were 15 or 20 years ago. So these kids are kind of used to getting up and going. Now it is different for a game day. Like you got to go full speed. It's not just practice, but that always is a challenge, I think. Plus Dallas isn't exactly it'll be a nice crowd, but it's not exactly a ruckus atmosphere there. I mean, it's a nice little stadium, but it's not exactly going to be rocking the way it would be if they were going against, some other programs there, which I think is challenging.
Yeah, Danny, I was always kind of hungover. I didn't know what time it was. Can I have an IV, please? So I can go out here and make some tackles.
His body clock still isn't set. It's still confused.
I don't know what time it is. Any concern with the Canes? Any concern that, we saw what happened with Louisville, and then they come back and beat the hell, 34 to 10.
But it was a slow start against Stanford.
Another slow start. Yeah. Any concern?
I mean, I think there's concern across college football, and it's probably more so to do with the state of college football than it is to do with Miami. Like, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. Hawk, you better be giving me some love, because I've been trying to point out to everybody that'll listen, like all of a sudden people treated Miami like that was the worst loss ever. losing to Louisville, and that, all of a sudden that means they're not real. And here we go with the Mario Cristobal loss in the second half of the season. I think Louisville's a pretty good football team, and you were in the game with a chance to win, and your quarterback threw 4 interceptions, really 5 if you count them all. One was called off the board. Like, I still think Miami can win the national title. Like, I still think they're that good. I think they're the same team that was out there that whooped up on Florida State, that beat Notre Dame. Like, I still think they're a really good football team. That being said, you have to be focused in this one. SMU's tricky because I hope Miami doesn't overlook them. They just lost to Wake Forest, a pretty bad loss, but they beat Clemson the week before. Like, they're a team that's a tough out. I think the odds makers are probably pretty tight on this one where the point spread is. I think Miami should be able to win around that number because it's early and because it's over, that 10 points. I think Miami wins by 10, but I don't know if I like them winning by 2 or more touchdowns. I think it'll be a good win for Miami, though, if they go in there and get the dub.
So which side are you on? You taking the points? You're giving the points?
I would take the points. I would take the points with SMU, the home underdog. I think some of the things you alluded to, and I think SMU is a pretty good football team.
How about?
Yeah.
I was going to say, how about this one? Because Crowder's wearing his Florida Gators shirt today, and you got the Georgia-Florida game on Saturday. Yep. Gators are 7.5-point dogs, but sometimes you get that new coach.
The
little
fired
boost.
Coach bump. Yeah, the little enthusiasm. Everybody's out there playing a little bit more on fire. What I don't know is how the offense is going to look, because that was a big point of contention why Billy Napier was fired, is he wouldn't relinquish play calling. Now, all of a sudden, he's gone. They've got a new play caller. Their old quarterback coach, he's going to be there. I do think this will be a rivalry game. And again, this is a pretty big number. And I don't think Georgia's as dominant as they've been in some of those years where they were winning this rivalry pretty easily. So I like it because it's over a touchdown. I like the Florida Gators as a dog here. 7, as long as it's over that 7.5, you get that full touchdown. I like the Gators. I think it'll be a tight game.
Danny, quick, you got to give me some names because I'm on every damn Gator thread in the world. Who is replacing Billy Napier? Lane Kiffin, he's going to coach every football team in the nation next year.
My goodness.
But if we don't get Lane Kiffin, what's some names? I heard Rhett Lashley. I heard a couple other ones.
So I don't think Lane is leaving. I mean, he pulled his best Leonardo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street as he was leaving the field in Norman. He looked over at his fans and he said, "I'm not bleeping leaving." Like, he was yelling that to his fans. And he's been tweeting out pictures of his family. He's been talking about how much Oxford means to him. I don't think he leaves. I think it would be a great fit. He would be my first option. I just think he's happy at Ole Miss. So I don't think he leaves. I think Eli Drinkwitz would be option number 2, the head coach of Missouri. Offensive-minded guy. He's very creative offensively. Similar to Lane, he likes to talk a little bit. He's got a little cockiness. He likes to troll other coaches. So he's kind of like Lane Kiffin light or Steve Spurrier light, if you so to speak. I think that would probably be the first guy after. Rhett Lashley, you mentioned him. I think he's a phenomenal coach. I think he's kind of flying under the radar. As SMU's season has kind of tapered off a little bit, they're probably not going to be in the ACC title game. His name's kind of fallen off a little bit. So I would say he'd be another awesome one for an offensive, guy, similar background. Like, they're all offensive guys, which I do think Florida likes and needs that. Try DJ Lagway. So those would probably be my top 3 guys. I think Eli Drinkwitz is probably the one I'm looking at most likely because I think he's probably the best option that's not named Lane Kiffin.
All right, let me get to the important stuff before we run out of time here. So Friday is Halloween. Now, Danny's father was a very successful surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, drafted by MLB, NFL. He's got that New York Giants money. He's got the serious money. He's got.
Are you watching Pockets?
I'm watching
now?
Pockets here. He's got the CBS HQ money. He's got the Bet Online money. Like, DK's doing his thing. What are you giving out at the Cannell household for Halloween?
So you're not going to love this answer.
I'm going to be pissed if these are not full-size candy bars.
So I do not give out full-size candy bars. Here's the issue. I'll go like Costco super bag, like just all the different, like the chocolatey products, like Three Musketeers, Snickers bars, Hershey bars, like all those, but not the full size, the mini ones. But here's the thing, and this is why my kids hate our neighborhood. We live in like a gated community in Delray Beach that's just mostly retired. Like, there's hardly any trick-or-treaters in the neighborhood, which kind of sucks. Like, it's one of the only ones. because I like a quiet neighborhood where you don't have people in your business, but there aren't a lot of trick-or-treaters. So what ends up happening is my daughters end up stealing the candy and taking it to school and like giving it away the next day. So we're always loaded up. We get like 2 or 3 trick-or-treaters the entire night. So Halloween's kind of a bummer at our house.
Well, first of all, that's more of a reason to give out full-size candy bars because,
that is true.
I mean, if you're only going to have 3 or 4 visitors, that's ridiculous that you're giving out fun-size Snickers. Secondly, are you in that gated community that Mark Wahlberg just bought into for $37 million in Delray Beach? Is that the gated community you're talking about, Danny?
I wish it was. I am not a part of, what is they calling it? Billionaires Row?
Billionaires Row. Yeah, it's in Delray Beach.
I'm not Steve Cohen, his next door neighbor. I'll say this, and this is not like, I'm not going to spend anybody else's money. If I was spending $37 million, I would want to be oceanfront property. West Delray seems a little bit overpriced for me at $37 million. Maybe that's just me. But I would want to be oceanfront for $37 million.
But
that's just me.
West Delray, you're close to death by pizza. So there's a trade-off. You don't get oceanfront, but you get death by pizza.
That is a very good point. A very good point.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Halloween candy is not up to my wife. She buys healthy candy. Like, I don't know if you guys have even seen it. That's the worst.
The worst.
That's what she would be handing out. And then our house would be getting eggs. So at least we're not giving out that anymore.
All right. Full-size candy bars, Canal. I mean, this is ridiculous. Someone needs to tell you I'm going to be the person.
All right. I'm going to go shopping. I'll get them ready.
Right,
hey, Danny, don't let him do this to you. You have any old cards from your playing career?
You think I should give those out?
Sign them and give it up. That's what I'm doing this year.
My house would definitely get eggs.
Yeah. Imagine what's going to happen to Crowder's. Arson.
Here you go, young lady. That's me. Yes, that's me.
Danny Cannell, again, courtesy of betonline.ag. Check out betonline.ag for updated college football playoff odds, Heisman odds, college football week 10 lines, and more. Thank you, Danny.
You got it. I apologize for the connection. This was bootleg. This was rookie ball. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Next time you join us, I want your neighbor Mark Wahlberg on with us too.
You got it.
All right, fair enough. Billionaires Row. I have a feeling he might be in there. Danny Cannell's got some bread.
It's not on the water?
No, it's in West Delray. His neighbor is the guy, Steve Cohen, who owns the Mets. The billionaire who owns the Mets. Mark Wahlberg just bought a mansion in there in Delray for $37 million.
But I guess Millionaires Mile in not Jupiter, Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Hillsborough Inlet.
Hillsborough Inlet.
But you have the ocean's your backyard.
Correct. And Jupiter, where Michael Jordan lives and Tiger Woods, the ocean, they've got that right there as well. The enclave in Delray is West Delray, and it's west, man.
Nick Saban has the peak of where the ocean meets the intercoastal right there. He has both sides behind his house, which is stupid.
Man.
And he pointed to it when we had him on the pivot. He was like, my house is right there because we were on the restaurant in the intercoastal.
Yeah.
I was like, that's your house, coach? He was like, yeah, right there on the corner. I said, can we come over? No hesitation. He said, no.
No chance.
Like, and it wasn't a joke. He was like, no, you can't come to my house.
I like someone who's definitive in their decisions. I don't like people who are, riding the fence. Oh, maybe call my people when they know. It's like when you ask me to go fishing. Oh, no, I'm not interested.
Damn, Cole.
All right, 5 o'clock Funky Buddha happy hour is coming up. Cheetah Pompano is a great spot, to watch a game. They got a lot of games this week going on. Watch a fight on the weekend. They've got 4 stages of entertainment. They've got the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. But tomorrow, Cheetah Pompano Beach and Cheetah Palm Beach are having their Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun party. That's tomorrow. There'll be a $250 cash prize for the costume contest, gold VIP card giveaways, a spooktacular free lunch from 11:30 till 3, and you receive free admission if you wear a costume that day. So that is tomorrow, Cheetah Pompano and Cheetah Palm Beach. Of course, you've got college and pro football action. You've got girls, you've got beer. I mean, what's better? So every Sunday and Monday night, enjoy hundreds of beautiful exotic referee and cheerleader adult entertainers at Cheetah Pompano Beach. You watch all the games live while you enjoy the coldest beer in town. And of course, Cheetah Pompano has that amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day. Happy hour specials till 6 as well. every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach and Cheetah Palm Beach, especially tomorrow. Cheetah Pompano and Cheetah Palm Beach. Their ghouls just want to have fun party. You can get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I love Zephyr Hills.
There is no Zephyr Hills. It's Zephyr Hills. We've been over this. 5 o'clock hour is the Funky Buddha Happy Hour. Brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery. So we are going to be out at Funky Buddha, the tap room in Oakland Park. If you go to the Panthers game tonight, they've got the little tap room there at the Amerant Bank Arena. But Crowder and I, maybe Jimmy, doesn't know if he has to work or not. Josh Appel will be there a little bit late, but we are all going to be out at Funky Buddha in Oakland Park Thursday night, just 2 nights from now. You got Miami and Baltimore and a little Thursday night football. You also have Heat and Wemby. That'll be on some of the TVs there as well. But Thursday night, we're going to have fun. We're going to go to Funky Buddha in Oakland Park, and everyone's welcome to come out, watch the games with us, and just have a good old time. And Funky Buddha does Eat the Enemy, which is Chef Jeff creating a menu item that is specifically related to the Dolphins' opposing team. And because they're playing Baltimore, they're going with Maryland-style crab cakes.
Ooh.
And again, you can't get that on the menu, on any normal given day at Funky Buddha. So if you want Chef Jeff's take on Maryland-style crab cakes, which are going to be phenomenal, got to be out there Thursday night with us at Funky Buddha in Oakland Park.
And come a little early because I'm not eating all day Thursday.
And when they run out, they run out.
Yeah,
like it's a special menu item, and when they run out, they run out. That's it.
I'm going to try to finish them all.
So you want to watch college football on Saturday, pro football on Sunday. It's all at Funky Buddha. Obviously, you're looking for a place to party Friday night for Halloween. They got all their Halloween flights. I mean, just a perfect spot. And one other thing coming up at Funky Buddha, November 7th is Funky Buddha's next beer pairing dinner. Roasted butternut squash soup, grilled hanger steak with horseradish potato croquette, house-made smoked duck pastrami. I mean, those are just some of the mouth-watering dishes on their 5-course beer pairing menu, hosted by Chef Jeff at Funky Buddha on November 7th.
And something else people don't know, I said I was going to say this sometime this week. Funky Buddha has venues for parties and weddings, and we had our holiday party there. I have my dad's memorial there. So if you're trying to plan a get-together, there are a couple venues in the back, different rooms that you can use at Funky Buddha.
They have a ton of baby showers, weddings. Like, they have a ton of events at Funky Buddha. It is a great spot because the beer pairing dinner is in their rustic event space because there's like 2 different event areas. I think the rustic one is the one with the beer barrels, right? Isn't that the barrel room?
Barrel room, yes. Yeah. Yes, the barrel room. They had that front bar when they had the whole bar, and they had the little back room where we had our holiday party right out. Then they have the video games there, the cornhole, the ping pong. Man, come on now. Go to Funky Buddha if you haven't been. I love it.
Get all the details at funkybuddha.com. Funkybuddha.com. Solana's on his way to the Kaseya Center. Bring you the action starting at 6:15 tonight with preheat. Him and Tommy Tig, and you'll have the game call at 7:30 with Jason Jackson, Amy Audibert. So I'll do headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Chiefs, they beat the Commanders last night, 28-7. As we said at the beginning of the show, the Chiefs are really good. And don't get it twisted. They never were not good. We're doing with them what we did with Tom Brady for several seasons in New England, where we kept writing it, hey, this one's over, and the Chiefs don't show any sign of going anywhere.
You hoping a team is falling off doesn't make them fall off.
That is correct. I am wearing my Dodgers jersey today. The game last night went 18 innings. It was Freddie Freeman who hit the ding-dong in the 18th. And they play again tonight, by the way. I'm watching ESPN right now. I mean, they're back on the diamond tonight. That game was over 6 hours long.
That's 6:39, I think, was the number.
You could have flown from Miami to Vegas. I read something about the Chiefs, forget what time the game ended, and then flew home, I think. And the game was still going. I don't know. I read something that was crazy. Right? Because the Chiefs game, were they on the road? Or was it the Commanders who flew home? I don't know. One of the two.
Ooh.
Washington did.
Washington was
That's
the road team?
Yeah, Washington was a road team.
Gotcha.
yeah, but KC to DC?
Yeah.
It's 2 hours, 2.5.
Like they played an entire football game, flew home, were in bed. Game was still on. I heard a bunch of people this morning going, "Oh yeah, I fell asleep with the TV on, opened my eyes, it was 2:30 and figured they were showing highlights. And so, I fell back asleep or turned the TV off, but it was still the game."
Yes. That's
Still
great.
the game. It was
and
crazy.
what Shohei's doing is
Ridiculous.
We're watching like the best player ever to touch a diamond. Yeah.
Dodgers have a 2-1 series lead, and game 4 is tonight at 8 p.m. Panthers play tonight. Heat play tonight. Panthers are at 7 p.m. at the Amerant Bank Arena. You can hear that game on 560 a.m. 560 WQAM. Doug Plagans, Billy Lindsay will be on the call. The Heat tonight, they tip off at 7:30. That game's on 104.3 WQAM, 104.3 FM WQAM. Hornets tonight, 2-1. Heat are 2-1. Norman Powell is questionable. Let me check Ira Winderman's Twitter here. Just may have been updated a little after 5 o'clock. See if there's any changes to game status. Nope, nothing yet. So we'll find out about Norman Powell and Simone Fontecchio because he was upgraded to probable earlier. So that game tonight, 7:30, the Kaseya Center. And again, it's on 104.3 FM WQAM. And this is the last Heat home game till November 7th. They go on the road. They've got San Antonio and Wemby on Thursday and then a little West Coast road trip. So they will not be back till November 7th. Dolphins, Ravens, Thursday night football. Line is 7.5 right now. 7.5. Let me check just to see if it's changed. I'm not a big believer in the Dolphins on Thursday night, but I was not a believer of them Sunday in Atlanta.
And I'm not saying that I'm anticipating this win because I'm just terrified of Lamar Jackson coming back healthy and rested and what he can do on the ground, where we struggled to stop the run until last week. But for Stephen Ross, thought about this. This is not just, if they win this game, it's not just a win to go 3-6 because that's not impressive. It's a respect win because this is national TV.
Right.
You've been getting embarrassed. The stories of the last 2 weeks were just internal stuff with players not going to special meetings. And I'm not tall enough to see over the line. Where is Jalen Waddle? It's embarrassing punchlines. You go out here and beat the Ravens in front of the world, only game on. That would be something for the whole organization, Stephen Ross and everybody, to beat the Ravens in front of everyone.
We know officially Storm Duck was placed on season-ending IR. Dolphins sent out a press release a little bit ago. Tua said today that the visor will stay. All his teammates were saying that they love him in the visor Tua. It's going to be interesting if he doesn't have the kind of game that he had against Atlanta, if everyone rallies around the visor again. I'm curious to see how long this lasts.
When they put the too big hat on the kid and turn it sideways and they think it's cute, that's the
visor.
His teammates think it's cute for him to wear a visor.
Dolphins, we mentioned this earlier. They sent out season ticket renewals to season ticket holders this week. No price increases. So if you want a tacit acknowledgement from Stephen Ross and the front office that they're aware this was a season that has not met expectations, and that also might be a harbinger of things to come. If you think you're going to be very competitive the next season, you think you're going to make some big splashy moves, you may not keep prices intact. This may be a harbinger of, hey, get ready, folks.
I hate when you dig.
Buckle in.
Damn.
Never know. I mean,
you're right.
If you thought, if the strategy was, hey, we're going to go out, we are going to move heaven and earth to get a bona fide star, and
they're not out there.
But I just, true.
They're not out there.
Yeah.
Tua's going to be here. All I've heard, Tua's going to be here. A real good all-pro guard's not going to make you excited. What could the Dolphins do this offseason that just excites the fan base again?
Sometimes people are available. Also, if you want to use it maybe as a sign of things to come, the NFL trade deadline is 1 week from today. So it would be slightly gross to send out season ticket renewals, raise prices for people, they renew their season tickets, and then sell off some of your star players next week.
Yeah.
So if you were planning on selling off some of the star players, you may keep season ticket prices intact.
And just staying status quo. They either do that, they sell some guys, which would be bad to, you're going to, which would be bad to the thought of I'm going to increase your ticket price.
Correct.
And now Jalen
Yes,
Waddle
yes.
and Jalen Phillips are
Yep,
gone. I get that part of it. But two, I'm going to increase your ticket price to this team that we're watching, and we're just going to keep Tua, and we're going to be the 19th pick. We're going to go out and get a real good right tackle. I don't know where the excitement's going to come from.
Yeah.
And even like there's no Lamar Jackson's coming out. There's no Joe Burrows.
Right.
No, like Mendoza. What's his name? The guy from Indiana, Fernando Mendoza. He's going to go high. We won't have a chance to touch him, but I don't know if he's going to be a Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes.
Well, anyway, you have the NFL trade deadline 1 week from today. See if there's anything else here in the headlines. Solana mentioned the Saints are benching Spencer Rattler. They're going to go with Tyler Shuck. And Hassan Whiteside apparently is coming out of retirement. This was one report that I saw, but I saw Ira Winderman had retweeted it. Bleacher Report had retweeted it. So I guess they're all buying into it. Hassan Whiteside coming out of retirement to sign with the Shanghai Sharks.
He couldn't have ran through 100 million. He just loves basketball.
Right. Yeah. That was $100 million contract he signed.
If he ran through 100 million, that's crazy.
No, I don't think.
But Antoine Walker ran through 140.
That is true.
So,
I mean, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier. Everybody's got their vices.
Chauncey was doubling that thing down.
Everybody's got their vices. Don't cast stones. What's the
don't throw stones in a glass house?
Yeah.
What would be his vice? Well, they do jewelry, they can travel, they can buy dumb crap, they can gamble.
Go through money.
You can go through $100 million. $1 million is easy to run through.
Weather is sponsored by Chill Zone AC, featuring reliable Ruud AC systems. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com. We mentioned this earlier. Prayers up for anyone who is from or has family in or has connections to Jamaica, because the hurricane made landfall earlier today. It is a bad storm. I've seen some video coming out already of some of the flooding in Jamaica. It is certainly a storm unlike any other that has hit that island. So we are thinking of everyone there.
And help them, because when it's gone, it's going to be rough down there. I go down,
tough to rebuild.
Go to Christmas every other year.
Weather here locally in Miami, it's 82 degrees right now and cloudy, getting down to 75 tonight on the overnight. Rainy conditions expected around 9 p.m. Wind gusts are up to 10 miles per hour. Josh Appel is going to talk some football with us in the next segment, and he's going to be doing a lot of work here on the radio station soon. I'll tell you about it. Josh Appel, though, talk a little Dolphins with us in the next segment. I've been telling you about Eric Nunez's award-winning team at Darrell Hyundai, the #1 Hyundai store. Now he's got his North Miami store moved up to the top at #2. So he's got the #1 and #2 highest volume Hyundai stores. It's where everyone is buying their Hyundais because they simply sell for less. They have thousands of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, all priced below their competitors. No one has more in stock. No one sells for less, period. So if you're in the market for a vehicle of any type, by the way, why pay more, save money, and pay less at Darrell Hyundai and North Miami Hyundai?
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
You have Tua, you can make Tua Tartar.